3, 2. I don't know why that was extra.
Why did your voice change?
1.
Just fucking start.
Go! What is up? Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Mind Buzz, the podcast that gives you interesting stories of today's culture. I'm giving you guys something very new, insightful perceptions for living, thought-provoking, and cool commentary, inspiring moments to get you through the week and through life, conversations with podcasters, entrepreneurs, artists, and people just like you, giving space for artists on and off stage. And we got to remember that the Mind Buzz is partnered with My Grito Industries. Dang, I need to take a breath. My Grito Industries is a Latino and Chicano independent record label, art collective, and podcast network. That's what it's.
I'm sorry.
That's why I asked you, and it said go to mygrito.net and it says that. Okay, check out the My Grito Podcast Network roster. Emo Brown, Chicano Shuffle, West Coast Pop Lock Podcast, and now Tragos Amargos. From comedy to radio personalities, My Grito Podcast Network has you covered for all your podcast needs. Add these other great podcasts to your weekly podcast lineup. Remember, the podcast of the Mind Buzz is powered by Mind Buzz Media. Mind Buzz Media is an off and on-site podcast production company. If you've ever thought of starting your own video and audio podcast, visit mindbuzz.org for more. There we go. That wasn't too bad. I still got more stuff, but well, we got to talk about our events that's why I asked you to pull up the notes, but it's fine.
Now it's my fault.
I'll take care of it. We had a packed weekend. Amber had a very packed weekend. Friday, we visited our bros, Bad Hombres, at La Cita Bar in downtown LA. Beautiful place. Awesome show. Bernard put together. Saturday, My Grito's third annual event at Hello Stranger, which was probably the pinnacle of our weekend, right, Amber? What'd you think?
I thought it was pretty cool. I was waiting for some hot dogs to be sold outside or something.
That's what I was waiting for, dude.
Shit, I had to walk my ass all the way to Arts District.
Hello Stranger was a nice...
And it was great. I was
Any
hungry.
positive review?
I was hungry the whole time.
No, it was good. Good thing that I know we had to walk like 3 blocks for some tacos. Okay. But it was fine.
It was good. It was great. It had good music. Great people that came out. It was fun. It was a nice little networking thing that we did there.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it.
All in all, it was good. Oscar, Rob, good job to... just good job overall. I mean, 3 years of pendejadas and just knowing you guys, being a fan and then also becoming part of the community is always the highlight for me. And I mean, we got that on Saturday. Sunday, Amber was a food judge at the Stronger Together Now, a 501c3 community-based nonprofit event.
I had to sit there on the fucking side watching him eat. Because somebody said that the Mind Buzz was only one person.
Oh, well, they asked.
I'm just kidding.
They emailed me. No, don't even bring that up. I can't believe you brought that on. Don't embarrass me in front of our guest for this evening.
I'm joking.
No, but we had a great time over there in Redlands. It was an awesome time to hang out with.
Cool. That was really cool.
Stronger Together. I didn't know what was it? The Clowny or Crunky? What was that music that they were playing?
No, they didn't play it.
Or they were looking for it.
Yeah.
Do you know which one? What is it called?
Yeah, it's called. I told you what it was called.
Clownsky? What was it?
No, I can't think of his name right now. It'll come to me.
It was like music that you danced back in like the early 2000s. Clowny? I don't know. It'll come to you, right?
Yes.
It'll come to her. Anyways, we're food food judge. Had a lot of great food. We judged main dishes, side dishes, and desserts, all in the city of Redlands. So it was cool. Other than that, those are past events. And the future events that we have going on in our little community or circle, Chicano Shuffle is having their 6-year anniversary pachanga, is what they're calling it. We're going to be doing a giveaway. We're going to work out the details tonight. So see that on our Instagram to win 2 free tickets to that event. So, yeah, pretty much.
It was
That's
Tommy the Clown.
Tommy the Clown?
Yeah.
Tommy?
Yeah.
It was?
I'm telling you what it was.
Well, I don't know. I don't believe you. You're just making it
I'm
up.
going to show you one later on in the show. We'll bring it back up.
All right. Besides those events, what else do we got going on? We got some press releases. We will talk about that later. Our promos, giveaway. You must be following Chicano Shuffle and the Mind Buzz to win 2 tickets through their event at Nativo in Los Angeles. Have you been there?
No, but I know where it's
Is it
at.
in Highland Park?
Yeah. Well, is it? Or
Yeah.
it says LA, but
It's on York, I believe.
oh yeah.
Yeah, Thailand Park.
That's our area.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Is it is it a nice place?
It's a more newer spot.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So, but I actually know one of the bartenders there.
Oh really?
I worked with him at Albertsons. It's pretty random.
Awesome. Well, hopefully he works that night so you can hook it up.
Yeah.
Amber likes to drink. So.
And that's me shape-shifting my voice.
Without further ado, let's get into our guest for this evening. We got Chuy and we have, I'm blanking right now, and George Molina for the podcast from Uhh Random Bunch. What's up, guys? Thanks for being here.
No, thank you for having us.
And I've been saying George all day, dude.
Yeah.
I apologize
No,
for that.
that's cool, man. It's cool.
God.
Some people call me Jorge.
Oh, there we go.
We're able to talk this whole time?
Yeah, you
Yeah.
can.
Oh, shit. I thought I was like, oh, don't interrupt
No,
them
no.
for the intro.
That's fine.
That's why I was like, George, shut the fuck up.
But thanks for coming out and doing the podcast. We've been talking about it for a few weeks. It's awesome, man. Thanks for being out. Coming and do this.
Thank you.
No, yeah. I've been on just audio podcasts before talking about psychobilly and subcultural genres, but never where I'm being videotaped. So that's pretty cool.
No, it's pretty fun, right?
Yeah.
Am I in the way? Was I in the
your
shot?
head was in the shot.
Really? Okay. Well, just give me like a signal. Hey, you're
get the
big
fuck
headed.
out
Yeah,
the
exactly. There you
Your
go.
dome's in the way.
Chuy, you're the boss of that, telling me to move out of the way.
Shit. I'm going to just keep looking this way. That's it.
Oh, there we go.
That's all.
Remember, talking to the
He's
mic.
gonna
Every
smack
time you look at me and I'm not looking at you, that's not out of disrespect. It's because I'm watching your back.
All right,
That's it.
there we go. Am I good right here?
Yeah.
There we go. Cool. Thanks for coming out and doing the podcast.
Thank you.
Yeah. Audio and video is a little bit different. What do you think? As
Sounds
far
more, your equipment sounds way more clear than the podcast I've been on.
was it like a virtual thing?
No, actually, it was in person.
Oh, okay, cool.
There's a Beer with Bear
Oh, really?
podcast.
So did you guys do that with the Random Bunch or Radarman?
Radarman.
Oh, and it was all 3 of you guys?
Uh-huh.
That's awesome, dude.
Yeah, one of his early episodes. And what is it? This Is Our Scene. It's kind of underground. There's that band, Hungry Ass Youth. They had a little podcast for a bit, but I never kept track of where it went, or I think it just faded.
Yeah. They sold it to the black market.
Oh, probably not. Along with their livers. No. And then,
I woke up in a hotel room.
and
They
then,
all have snatch waists.
Yeah.
Their ribs are gone.
there's this guy, Adrian White. He's from Australia. He's a guitarist. He had me on his podcast, but I felt so bad. We're cutting in and out, so you just hear me whining like, and then
Whoa.
I'm talking, and then my signal goes out, and then there you go. But it was a cool experience.
And you guys did that like online, and he's from Australia, you said?
Mm-hmm. Adrian White.
Adrian White.
Mm-hmm.
What band is he? Is he from a band out there?
Not too familiar.
Yeah.
He just got popular with his guitar playing.
Oh, really?
There's this spot in Tarzana, I think it's called Norman's Rare Guitars. He was playing out there, and Yeah, all around. He's a pretty popular guy.
Do you remember what city he was from or what state he was from in Australia?
No.
I remember doing a podcast with this dude from Australia, and he was from Brisbane, and he was working out there. I guess he sold like farm equipment or something, and he was at a client's farm, like on his lunch break, doing a podcast with me.
He was probably all covered with the giant spiders from there.
Yeah, eating a roux burger.
Eating Vegemite.
Oh, dude, he was supposed to send me some. I have to hit him back up. He was
Honestly,
like, "Oh, I'm gonna send you a big box of
Honestly,
of
we can get it
Vegemite."
here. We can get it here if you want it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, if you go to a spot called World Market, they have a lot of like British
Really?
and Australian and like even some Japanese random stuff, huh?
Yeah.
What?
They have random stuff
Yeah,
there.
I
World
remember
Market.
that.
Wait, you know about this too?
World Market? Yeah.
So what the fuck you didn't tell me about
I
Vegemite?
know.
It's been around for a really long time. We
Can
have
you-
one over there in Lakewood.
Can you look up Vegemite? I wanted. It looks like black tar heroin. to me.
Vegemite or Marmite? But I don't know who fucks with what.
It was Vegemite. Vegemite.
It's like meat jelly in a sense, right?
Like a savory. It's almost like condensed gravy on toast. Like if you made gravy into like a paste almost. That's what it feels like.
It's vegan too, isn't it?
I don't think so, honestly. I
It's
don't
like
know.
jelly. Look at that.
Yeah, look, I thought that's what it was, like meat jelly.
What exactly is it? Can we get the definition or not definition, but what exactly it is? Yeah, the description.
Thick barn Australian food spread made from leftovers brewers.
What?
Yeast
Yeast.
extract with various vegetables and spice additives.
There
I
you
thought it
go.
had meat in it.
I
That's
thought
what
it had.
That's what it tastes like.
That's
Yeah,
what
like
you
if
told
it
me.
almost had like some kind of meat. Like it feels like if you got beef bouillon and spread it on a
Oh.
on a
Piece of
toast.
toast.
That's
Like
what it,
like a thick piece of
yeah.
bouillon, right?
Uh-huh.
Whoa.
Because there's some that's like that, right?
Have
They
you
have-
Yeah,
tasted
the
it?
squared one.
I tasted it once. Okay, look, don't tell nobody, but I was at a world market.
We won't tell anybody, but anybody that's listening will know.
I was at a world market and I opened the fucking jar and I peeled back the thing and I tasted a little bit and I was like, "Ugh," like I put it back.
Oh
Dang.
my god! Remember
they're
not
gonna
to
know,
buy
they're
one
gonna-
at World Market.
They're gonna know not to buy it because the fucking the film is stripped back, so it's like throw that shit away. But I wasn't gonna.
Then a
pay
week later, the world pandemic
Shut
happens.
up.
I wasn't gonna pay
COVID broke
fucking.
out.
I was gonna pay
bird flu.
$6 for this shit. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I was gonna commit myself to that at that point.
Dang.
Yeah, but that guy is supposed to send me. He was supposed to send me a care package from Australia with some Vegemite. He was gonna at one point he was gonna put like an animal in there. They have
A
these.
kangaroo. No.
It wasn't a kangaroo. It was these weird little.
Wallaby?
No, it was like they're like koalas, but they're a lot smaller. They look like cats. They're
Yeah,
like
I think they're wallabies.
Oh shit!
what is it?
Wallabies. I think that's what they are.
No, it was something else. 'cause-
Wombat.
Show me
Wombat. Yeah, I think it was a wombat.
Oh.
Look up.
Wombat. Oh, okay. Yeah, sounds.
Look up both because I remember what they look. They're yes, it was a wombat.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh dang!
ugly ass nose. My bad. My bad.
That was supposed to
They
be
can get
the
surgery for
that was
that.
supposed to be the original mascot for Crash Bandicoot, and then they made it Crash Bandicoot.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
What is Crash Bandicoot?
that
No, but what is he like as an animal?
Yeah,
a bandicoot's just a little
Oh,
rodent.
Bandicoot.
it's an actual
You can
Yeah,
look
thing.
yeah, it's
Yeah,
actually.
look up
Can you look it up? I didn't know. I thought it was like a made up
Oh no,
species.
No, it's actually a real species.
Really?
Yeah, I do random searches at 3:46 a.m. Like, oh dang.
We see.
the one with the little nose where it's on. The little video.
Oh, I see it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
It's like a little mouse.
Yeah. Oh,
That's
it's
cute.
a marsupial, so it's part of the possum family then.
It's like, damn, I didn't think this was gonna be a scientific
I'm
podcast.
like, who needs Google when we have George?
We got George here.
Yeah, I study random facts all the time.
There you go. What else do you got?
Oh, just discuss it. And
Wait. I have a question
go ahead.
for Chuy in the middle.
What's up?
So are you? Do you eat grapes at the market? Are you the type that
Look.
grabs like
Look, hey, look,
I ate a whole watermelon.
if you could think of the stupid ass shit that Hispanic kids do at the market, I've probably done it. Like I've ate grapes, I've stolen candies from the little, the little fucking dispenser, like that fucking drops little candies.
Yeah.
I've grabbed beans from the pile.
You put your hands in the rice.
in the rice, everything, all that fucking ashy ass hands from the beans and rice and shit. I've done it all.
Oh, that is so refreshing. I remember doing that as a kid, putting both your hands inside the beans and rice,
Yeah,
dude.
exactly.
And
Ooh.
rice. You're just like,
And it's nice and cool and shit on a hot day. Just
I want to petition for an adult spa that is just beans and rice, uncooked, raw, and they have bathtubs of these things, and you just go in, sign up, do a time slot, and you can just like step in and just lay.
You won't get motherfuckers out of there.
No.
If you do like an unlimited type shit, like you won't get people out of there. Like they're gonna fucking live in that shit.
That's right.
Fucking sick motherfuckers in furry thongs and shit going into the fucking rice and beans. You're not gonna get them out of there. So you gotta have some beefed up ass security in there.
There we go.
I swear to God.
You could be my security guard. We'll run it.
I'd be like, I can already tell when a sick fuck is.
He's all checking people's patas. Like, how dirty are your feet, fool?
Be like, fool, you need three clean wipes on the feet. That's it. You know what I mean? Like minimum. Some lemon, lime.
That's $1 million idea. Oh my
There you go.
God.
Just
TM.
going
rice
on
and
it.
beans?
Huh?
Rice and beans? Okay.
You never did that as a kid?
Yes, of course I do.
That's super racist.
There you go. It's only Hispanics who show up, and then the occasional weird white guy. You're like, how the fuck do you even know about this? I had a superior down the street from my house.
People are coming with their Ziploc bags to take them home. They're like, why is it fucking empty?
Why do these beans smell
Hey,
like
that's,
ass?
that's my bean
Why
cost.
is our overhead missing?
You know. Come on, Chuy. You're supposed to be in charge of the inventory. What's going on?
I'd be like,
This
bro,
this doesn't feel like 20 pounds of beans right
He's all
now.
eating raw beans.
oh my God.
We're just kidding. We're not. This is not a roast. This is not a roast.
He's on
I'm
his-
sorry.
he's on
I'm
his
the one siphoning the beans off
Yeah.
into a bag and then dropping it off in some dude's truck in the parking lot.
He's all,
Yeah,
he
just
has
get the
his
fuck
own.
out of here. Take
You
the
have
beans and go.
your personalized bag, Chuy's beans. And you're all selling them on the market.
Side hustles, bro.
Oh man.
Hey, but keep that in mind, bro. That's a good one. Hey, if people can get leeches on their feet, you know, to eat dead skin, and that's
Yeah.
like a therapy. Why
That's
the fuck can't it
right.
be beans
That's
and
right.
rice?
Yeah.
I've
Is-
done the fish one, the little fishes that come
You
to the
have?
feet. Yeah.
Lucky ass fishes.
It's
When I
here.
went.
Here in
No,
America? He's like, here in America?
I know that's what I was thinking.
Yeah, I
You're
went
in
to-
Colombia.
I went to 99 Ranch Market,
Oh,
the
nice.
Asian
That's
market.
the
No, I'm
spot.
kidding. I'm
Oh,
kidding.
what the fuck? Never
like,
mind.
I love
I've
it
never
there.
been there. I've never been there.
Because usually they do it like in Thailand and or Asian countries. Or
Yeah.
something, like it's the Asian market. No, I did it in Cancun.
Oh, dang.
And actually, I didn't do it because you can pay to do it, and then they sit you like in a tank. But we met someone that was a local,
Oh, that's
and they were like, "Hey, so we know like a cenote, you know, like the holes, the water holes," and they were like, "Hey, we know one that's like where only the locals go, and it's full of those fishes." So we were in there.
Is it
and-
fishes or fish?
No, it's multiple.
Yeah, it's
They're like
multiple. It's like
fish.
a
It's like
1,000.
like 100 of them come to
Oh.
your feet, and they're just like, it feels weird.
I feel like this is not the first time we talked about this on the podcast. Can we pull up a video of how this
Yeah,
looks?
we did. We put a video.
Can we pull up another video just to
Sure.
refresh my memory, please? Oh, yeah. So you actually did this?
Yes.
When were you going to tell me?
I don't know. It was before you. It was before your time.
Hey.
That's my other life.
Like, this one I was actually fun.
It was when I drank.
How messed up were you before?
I was not.
Oh, okay.
What do I? Fish eating
Feet,
feet.
feet, skin,
Eating dead skin on feet.
There you go.
Eating
birds,
dead
fishing
skin of-
birds. Oh.
Yeah, we
That
looked
shit
it up.
looks
Oh,
crazy.
Yeah,
yeah.
we
Looks
seen it,
fucking
remember?
wild.
Can you put... Does it have to be feet or can you put your whole body
Whatever
in
this
this?
You're like,
I was
Oh,
putting my
dick
leg.
the doctors don't recommend.
Can I put my
this
dick
as
in
well.
it?
There's immense
Someone
possibility
has had to
of
have
spreading
asked
Yeah.
that fucking question.
We know an
Well, it
injection
has to
can
be
be
wherever
used
there's,
multiple
like,
times.
excess
It can
skin.
only be used a single
So,
time for a
like
single
my
individual. Basically,
my
one at a
knees
time.
were in, and
Just to
they weren't
prevent
getting
the
like
spread
my
of
leg. It was
diseases
just my
from
feet.
one person to another. Similarly, this should
So
be
if you're not
stopped
circumcised-
as well since the
Oh,
whole of
damn.
it-
I was
They're
gonna,
ripping it
I was
off.
gonna say it, but
Another individual. Now, if
It
a
must
person
feel
is
like when you're in the
suffering
jacuzzi
from
and you stick your dick in the
when
fucking
there is
bubbler and
movement
shit.
from that
Jesus.
person to a healthy person, They may also carry
can't
the
say I have,
diseases
I'm
which
sorry.
Extreme
Oh,
affects
yeah,
the healthy
that's very
person. As this spread body to
specific.
body, anybody can be affected by any type of dangerous diseases because of this. So stay safe from this sort of things. Whatever this risk
Why do you say stay safe from this?
So you tell us, are you okay?
I'm good.
You good? You don't feel anything weird?
I'm missing toes.
You're too much.
And I said I wasn't gonna talk. I'm
You're
like,
like-
over here. I was like, I'm not gonna talk. My nose is stuffy.
You handle this. I'm like, okay, I got
That's
this.
a good compliment. Like, this is what people want to hear. They want to know about the little foot sucking. Hey, anytime you talk about feet, yeah, I'm pretty sure the podcast is gonna get more views. You know what I mean? That's the world we live in right now. Like, feet dominates everything. Trust. If you put your fucking grippers right here on this table, I'm pretty sure that's gonna be the best episode you've had all year. Like, straight up, they're like, oh damn, those are some good ass fucking toes and shit.
Like,
Is he George? Is he always like this?
Yeah.
Yeah.
he's like, that's why I brought him.
You
That's
know,
why he's
more
like,
of a
hey, bro,
target.
don't let me come by myself, man. I don't know what the fuck I'm gonna say.
No, he told me it would have been more of a serious podcast if he didn't come.
I didn't say. I don't know about that. I'm not trying.
No. But he knows me. He knows me. I've known this dude since 4th grade.
4th grade, really?
Oh, nice.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
That's good.
Dang,
I
that's
know
a
him at
long
school. I was
time.
like, oh, I've seen that dude before. And then after we ran across each other at 7-Eleven with burritos and Slurpees, we're like,
Hot dogs
oh,
and shit.
damn, bro, we're the same. No.
We had the same type of dads, you know, gambling,
Horse
addicts,
racing dads.
horse racing, you know.
Who
And
just
they-
fed us whatever.
Yeah, just be like, hey, shut up, and I'll buy you a fucking double gulp and a fucking big bite.
There we go.
You know, then we can
That's
go
all
to
you
the
need.
racetrack and shit. You know what I mean?
There you go. The AM PM diet, bros.
Exactly. There you go.
That's what it is.
But
So,
not-
have you always played music together, or is this just a new venture?
Yeah, we tried a ska band.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we're, I mean, along with Psychobilly, we're in like the ska core scene, like all the bands from like 2009 till, or even no, earlier 2000s.
I don't know. Don't ask me about times, 'cause everything from like 2001 to like now is like a blur. You know what I mean?
Too much
I
drinking,
can't
dude. Too much
remember
drinking.
anything, bro. Well, I can remember things, but I can't remember time. Like, ask anybody who knows me, like, you'll be like, oh, when the fuck was that? And I'll be like, oh, that was like fucking 2 days ago. And they're like, hey, bro, that happened like a month ago, bro. I'm like, I'm just not good.
What is time, anyways? Time
Yeah,
is
exactly.
irrelevant. What is it? You just gotta remember stuff. That's it.
Yeah, I'll be like, I know it happened. Just don't ask me when.
Yeah,
That's it,
exactly.
you know what I mean? I acknowledge it happened. That's
It's
it.
the context and the feeling. You remember how it made you feel, and that's it.
Exactly.
Doesn't matter if it was last week or
That's true.
tomorrow.
When did you start this podcast? Can you remember off the top? And don't ask over here.
3 years.
3 years.
It's been 3 years.
What's up? What do you have to say? Is that true or not?
Yeah, it's been 3 years.
She's like 3 years and 5
3
days.
years, 5 days, 24 hours, 56 minutes.
The first episode that got published was August 1st, 2020.
Oh,
No,
wow.
he would know more than I did because he started the podcast on his own. I
Oh,
just
nice.
jumped in about a year ago.
I was like,
so.
you know what? I need to make it better. So why
I
not?
need that help.
Yeah.
That little boost.
Yeah. And ever since
And
then,
if you want to make it better, put your feet on the table. You already know that's the simple solution.
oh man, we need to get an overhead
Camera.
camera.
Under the table camera, you can
Oh,
see all
yeah.
everyone's feet,
Oh, yeah.
Exactly. Yeah.
Ooh, a foot
yeah,
cam.
Yeah. Hell yeah. Foot cam.
Patreon.
and you gotta pay more to see
Yeah.
that angle.
Well, yeah,
Oh,
that's a
that's-
Patreon right there.
With two business ventures already right there.
There you go.
Rice and beans and the
And
foot
feet.
cam. And the foot cam. Be like, hey, are you willing to sign off to come in with no shoes, no socks?
Hey, or you put a little bucket and you fill it up with rice, and then
Oh,
you
and then
stick
you
your
dip your
feet
feet
in
in
there,
there.
and the
Oh,
guests are like
Oh, there
playing
you go.
around in it.
Be like, can I see you scoop some up with your foot, like a little handful in your
Toes?
foot?
Let me see that one grain between the pinky toe and the toe.
Damn, I like this
Oh.
place. It's
Yeah.
fun.
It's a safe space.
You know,
It's a safe space.
we could do weird shit in here.
You
and
could
not
be weird.
judged.
It's the
You know, the reality is that everyone's weird.
Oh no, yeah.
We
Oh,
just
yeah.
But then everyone tries to act serious, like, oh,
Yeah.
like I work a 9 to 5 and this and that. But then you see Japanese people when that shit happens, they work every day constricted, and then what they
14
be
hours.
doing, they be having fucking vending machines with fucking bloody underwear and shit. You know what I
What?
mean?
Yeah.
They be doing that shit.
bloody
Remember
bloody,
in Japan?
bloody tampons and shit. Like it's crazy. It's
In
wild.
Japan, there's a vending machine with underwear.
There's vending machines for everything over there.
Yeah, hell yeah. But I didn't think the bloody underwear or the bloody tampons was actually a fucking venture that they had out there.
I'm glad I didn't see that when I was out there.
Oh,
Oh, she's about to look it up.
Yeah.
No, I wasn't gonna look it up. Like, no.
Yeah, I'm not trying to get demonetized.
There's
on some
certain
shit.
things I won't look up, just for my personal eyes.
And that's what happens when you're depraved. When you have to be so
Right.
suit and tie, you know. That's always tell people live your
You
life.
know, you know what I like out there. What I didn't see and which I wanted to see, where they have these like little cubicles that you like pay like per hour, and you could go in there like hang out. Like it's air conditioner. They have a AC in there. There's
You can
power.
nap.
You could take a nap. It was like a little pod. It looked cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, they have people that work all day, and then they don't even have homes, and they'll.
Yeah, they stay in those pods.
Really, you can sleep in there?
Yeah, there's some that are overnight or a couple of hours.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen that because that's right.
Who
Because they're
needs
like
that?
so dedicated.
I'll do a podcast in there.
Well,
dude.
that's why those things exist, like the underwear stuff, or there's cafes where you literally just go and someone snuggles you because they're so centered around working that they don't create
that's true.
a life for themselves or a partner or anything like that. So everybody craves affection, so they go out and they pay for it for a little bit and then they leave.
He's
Yeah.
like, what was the name of that spot again? can you repeat that real quick?
He's like, I want to be snuggled.
You're like Osaka Street. What?
But hey, there's someone for everything.
Yeah. I mean, maybe the opportunity for those type of businesses or those type of ideas, it's open. You know, they don't have like some bullshit thing like Shark Tank to where they have to present a cool ass idea to 5, people. I've never seen the show, but
You have to be like,
No, I think they've only had like one successful
yeah.
item. I think the Scrub Daddy. The
Scrub Daddy.
Scrub
Yeah,
Daddy.
Scrub Daddy was really successful.
it's the happy face.
Can you look at
The one
it?
we have in our kitchen.
We
I
have one?
I have one. Yeah.
Bring it from the kitchen. It's all fucking chorreado and shit.
Yeah, it's
I
like
use it to scrub the toilets.
chorizo grease.
Yeah, I think that's the only successful thing
Like
that
actual
sold,
thing? Really?
or one of
There
them,
you
like
go.
one of the main ones that sold.
Oh,
became successful.
yeah. This
that little guy.
Yeah, pretty random.
It's really practical, actually.
Ooh, there we go. Ooh,
I'm a
the
big fan.
SpongeBob one.
Scrub Mommy.
Scrub.
Scrub Mommy.
There's Scrub Daddy, Scrub Mommy, and Scrub Baby.
Is there a difference though? Or is that
Did you say
Size-wise.
scrub homie?
No, it's
Oh,
What is
another
it? Yeah,
idea.
that's a
No, it's
good
just
one.
Scrub
Scrub
Mommy.
Homie. Oh, and it has
Scrub
a little
homie.
flannel.
Yeah,
You fucking scrub with it.
The scrub cholo, There
fucking
you go.
cuts your hand.
the scrub vato. We got it, dude.
You have to fucking wipe it off and throw it out.
Yeah.
Get rid of the evidence before you throw it out.
Yeah, there's difference. It's just in size. Like the Scrub Daddy is bigger. I have the Scrub Mommy because my hands are smaller, so they're just like in smaller. Just sizing.
Dang.
There you go.
But it's a cool concept because so when it dries, it's like tough. So that way you can kind of scrub better, and then once you put hot water, it gets soft, so that you can like take off all the grime. I don't know.
Okay.
Well, I never fucking clean, so it doesn't matter to me.
Yeah, I was like,
I don't
oh,
fucking
what?
clean, so it don't matter to me whether it's soft or fucking hard.
Dang. Okay, so that's the only thing that has come out of that show, right? Oh, okay.
Are you sure?
One of the most successful.
One of the most
Yeah.
successful.
I'm about to look it up right now.
Yeah. That, I don't know. But like I was saying, like my point was that, like, it seems like their whole like society is built around like the betterment of their society.
It does, but at the same time, it's very
In the mic.
focused on fetishes too. You know what I mean? Like, no, like, dude, why the fuck they got fucking octopus porn? Who the fuck needs that? I'm telling you,
See, but
I feel like that's an
maybe-
American
Maybe
thing.
no, but maybe that's what we need in fucking America.
We need-
and that
need
way
that
we don't.
shit.
We need
and,
octopus
no,
porn.
and that way we don't have fucking rapists or pedophiles or people like
Yeah,
that
you know
because
what?
they're not suppressing
Exactly. There we
their
go.
desires.
like, man, I just wanted a little octopus in my life. Now I don't gotta rape nobody.
Yeah, like I mean, I'm just thinking like the more we suppress people, like when you know the age limit of drinking 21 and you're young, you're 15 and you're like, damn,
Yeah,
like
no one,
no
one's having their first drink at 21.
no.
Exactly.
Everyone's
Europe?
having it like a 14, 12.
You know,
Shit, at
Mexico's
least.
18, Europe's like 15, and they say like the statistic in Europe of people actually having drinking problems is so low because they actually let them drink it. So then it doesn't become taboo. It doesn't become something that's like, oh my God, I want to do it just to fucking do it. It's like they drink when they have meals and, you know, like stuff like that.
Yeah.
Get it out of your fucking system by the time you're 21
Yeah.
and then you're jodido like everybody else.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know.
No, yeah. You see it in Barcelona. Every meal, it's either beer, champagne, or wine. And they think it's weird if you don't drink. I was drinking soda, and they're like, "Are you American?" I was like, "Yeah." I'm like, oh,
Where's Barcelona?
Spain.
Spain? How long were you out there for?
2 weeks.
2 weeks? Woo. How was it?
It was beautiful.
Yeah?
Yeah. I'd never been to Hawaii, so I always wanted to see clear water, but the Mediterranean Sea has clear water. So I was like, oh, shit. And then got the Psychobilly meeting. That was the whole reason to go.
Oh, what year was
cool.
that? That you went?
2019, right before the pandemic. So
Really?
perfect timing.
What?
Oh, yeah.
How was it? How the 2 weeks out there in a different country? How did that do you?
It was a game, like a mind-blowing experience. The eating at 10 at night and then the sun's still out. Siesta. I was like, oh, dude, where's everybody? They're like, oh, it's 2:00. Everyone's taking a break. Oh, dang. We lost weight over there. We had this weird, not it's a weird feeling, but like a good feeling. We ate a little bit of food and we're like, okay, we don't need to eat anymore. You know what? Me being a typical American, I was like, fuck, I want to eat all this shit. But and of course, I went to like McDonald's and I went to Five Guys eating in front of a fucking Sagrada Familia eating Five Guys fries.
He was like, where's second lunch? What the fuck?
But I didn't get sick and we lost weight. Well, my wife and I, we lost weight and we're tripping out. We're like, damn, man, that's freaking crazy. We're drinking soda, eating the food over here. But I mean, this just shows like what they put over here in the United States, all the processed food and stuff like that.
Was the menu at McDonald's
Great.
different?
Oh, yeah.
Completely different?
Alitas or wings. Wings. They had
They had wings out there?
mashed potato balls.
Whoa.
They had a Royale. Like I was like, oh, Pulp Fiction. Like, oh, dang, it's sick.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, and what else? No little boxes of nuggets. A bucket of nuggets. We're like, fuck. We're just like eating the bucket of nuggets like crazy. And yeah, just great. We loved it.
Yeah. How'd you feel coming back?
I felt surreal. I mean, I never experienced jet lag either, because I'm
Really?
always like, it was just Mexico. And never really traveled.
Did
Jet lag
you
is another thing.
did you
Oh.
feel jet lag when you got to Barcelona or when you got back from Barcelona?
When I got back,
When you got back?
yeah, I felt like everything was just going like super fast, and I was like, oh man, this doesn't feel good. And then I was like, okay, now I'm getting used to it. Now the crazy LA County lifestyle.
Yeah.
It's somewhat peaceful. They're just like in Mexico. It's like there's like a really. I mean, it depends if you're like from the Pueblo or the Ciudad or whatever. But
Yeah.
yeah, just a really calming feeling and yeah, just really peaceful. That's all I could say.
How was the Spanish out there?
Uh,
Was it different? Because they speak different Spanish. I'm starting to learn that there's different Spanish for every part of the world.
yeah, there's the Castellano Spanish, and then there's a Catalan, and it's like French sounding, like they say a merced instead of a gracias, or bienvenidos, they say bienvenidos, stuff like that.
Mm.
And some of the other words I just couldn't pay attention to. Like I was just too hard to translate.
Really?
He's like, get.
Yeah, they were just saying, vale, vale. Ustedes dónde son? I was like, fuck, I don't want to say I'm American. Oh, vale.
When I travel, I say soy de Mexico,
Yeah.
because I've said United States and they're like,
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, I'm Mexican.
Yeah, I didn't want to
Yeah.
get shit talked to by the Uber driver or the taxi driver, so I just said
I'll
Mexico.
be like, McDonald's breakfast, bitch. Let's go. Let them know where we from. Fucking, we got it till 11. I don't know about y'all. We ain't got no wings.
11, I thought it was 10:30.
Let them know where you're from, man. What the fuck? Why you gotta be ashamed and shit? Like, we're Mexicans in America. In America,
It's because it's not shame. It's just you see the way that people change their face and their demeanor when it comes to saying like you're American, like it's crazy. It's like, I don't know, I guess it's like discriminatory as well, right? It is.
It is honestly.
But it's just this thing where it's like everybody fucking hates Americans.
Yeah.
And it's just, it was easier for me to just be like, oh, I'm Mexican. Oh, Mexico. Oh, like everybody fucking loves Mexico. You would say Mexico and it was like, oh, you were the greatest place ever. Oh, I want to go. Or, oh, I've been there. Cancun. And I'm like, oh.
But imagine, you see like I've been watching the show. You guys seen Reina del Sur or no?
Yeah, I did.
Imagine, like, every time somebody said Mexico, they're like, pinche sudaca, like, fucking stupid ass, fucking Southern American, you know what I mean, kind of shit. So it's like, at the end of the day, everyone has some kind of prejudice towards, like, anyone who's not from, like,
But actually, no. When coming back, though, I realized the Spaniards, they're like chill if you're mentioned from your United States, but if you're from France, as I heard,
Yeah,
like the
French
most
hate.
the French, they really like they don't want to speak English or even try.
No.
They'll
they
just
hate
they
Americans.
hate Americans. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I've heard too. When I went to Cuba, and we had a driver that took us, you know, on like a tour type of thing.
Yeah.
And he heard that we were like Mexicanos, you know, we were Mexican American. So when
He said, "Coño."
no, when we went downstairs, he was blasting Chente. And he was honking his horn. Boop, 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 boop. And he had Chente on. And we were like, oh, shoot, this is cool. I know. And then I get in, right? And then he's like, hola, da, da, da. And he's like, oh, son de Mexico. And I'm like, sí. And he's like, I love Mexico. And I've said this on here before. But he said that they would get like bootleg, what is it called?
CDs?
CD.
No.
Discos.
Laser
No, la
discs?
tele. ¿Cómo se llama?
Oh, canales.
Novelas?
Yeah, but like
Sky
cable,
TV?
cable.
Cable.
So he would get bootleg cable, and it came from Mexico. So it's called paquetazo. So everything that they watched were all novelas, the Banda Max, the ones with all the like Mexican regional videos. So he was all about like, and he was like, oh, fierro pariente. And he was like in awe that we were Mexicans. And he's like, I've never met a Mexican in my life. He's like, and I watch like, you know, Mexican TV 24/7. He's like, he loved it. And I was like, that's cool. That's really cool.
That's pretty sick.
Yeah.
Hey, real quick. You guys need a camera for her. Because I feel like she's got some interesting... Like, I was watching the podcast on my phone earlier today, and I was like, hearing her
Where
talk.
is she?
I was like, bro, like, she's got some interesting thoughts, and like, she's a part of the show. So I'm like, bro, like, you know, give her a point of view. You know what I mean? Like,
They've tried. He's
he's
tried.
like,
If you guys, please comment below if you think that Amber needs a camera, or hit us up on Instagram, or hit her up on her email, amber@mbmanagement.org.
I'm gonna put the number out there. You guys can call anytime you want.
There you go. 909-413.
That's your number.
Get lost.
No, I like just being a voice.
Yeah.
I'm good.
Or at least the hands. You could be the hands on the keyboard and shit. Like,
Trust me, bro. I've went through at least 15 different camera angles for her, and none of them
feet cam.
went through.
when she's talking, just see the shoes like back and forth, like tapping on there.
Tapping, going in and out of the beans and rice. George, how was the psychobilly scene out there? What did you think of it compared to?
I mean, of course,
what it is now.
What in the psychobilly meeting?
Yeah,
you're gonna see in the international crowd. You're gonna see Spanish psychobillies, German psychobillies. We had our United States psychobillies. It was pretty cool. We had some dudes from OC.
So it was a mixture of different.
Oh yeah,
psychobilly subculture cultures. I want to say. Yeah,
there was a guy who did our art from a band, the Twilighters. His name, I think he calls himself Sam. And we introduced ourselves like, we're the Radar Man, or my drummer and I. And he was like, oh, tripping out. And then we showed him a picture, and he's like, oh man, that was a fun. Well, he was trying to tell us, but I guess he couldn't speak English. He was Ukrainian, so. But we took pictures, and we just met a few people, a couple of Spanish psychobillies, and the other crowd they were with, they were meeting like people from like what is it, Netherlands, stuff like that.
Gotcha.
I was just kind of shy, so I didn't even know who to talk to. I was like, oh, I know the Cyclops. They played here from Japan, but try to introduce myself, but they're like, who's this guy? I was like,
And then plus it's that language barrier, right?
yeah.
We seen them in Japan last November.
Oh, man.
Yeah, in what city were they at? Shibuya? Or was it a different city in Japan?
I
In Tokyo.
think it was Shibuya.
It was Shibuya. We seen them last November, and it was probably one of the best shows I've ever been to.
Oh, yeah. I think the psychobilly scene in other countries is just way more strong.
Yeah.
Oh, it depends. Japan's really strong. Some parts of Europe are really strong.
Yeah.
I know the English psychobillies is more of the older folks, and they're really hit strong about being the old school psychobillies. But that's what causes the scene to diminish somewhat because they're not accepting of the younger psychobillies or younger people who want to get into psychobilly.
Yeah.
Yeah, that has been a hot topic for the past couple weeks, especially last week having Zombillies in the studio. We were supposed to separate the different episodes. We were going to have an episode on Thursday, but that got delayed. So and now it's going to be a psychobilly after psychobilly, but it's fine. But that has been definitely a debate for the past, at least, a week.
No,
yeah,
yeah,
because
definitely.
we asked like why do you think? Because they were saying that it's been very like a roller coaster, right? So like up, it has its really really highs where there's like all these people, and then it comes back down, and then it goes back up, and it was like waving up and down. And one of the questions that Gil asked was like, why do you think that that's like happening, right? And it wasn't until after the show that we were kind of reflecting on what you just said, the same thing where it was like people gatekeep it so much because they want it to be like
That's what he just said.
Exactly.
Right before we came here.
yeah.
He was
we were-
gatekeeping.
We were, or keep going. I don't want to cut you off either.
No,
like-
I was just gonna say that it's diminishing because of people gatekeeping it and wanting it to be so underground that it's really just dying off because they're not letting the new generation dress like that or listen to it or anything because they're not psychobilly enough. But like one of the things I said with the Zombillies was we were all there. We were all those beginners. We were all those people that were introduced to new music. Like no one was quote super psychobilly from the beginning. It was like
No one walked out of their mother's cooch
No
with a
shit.
quiff,
Yeah.
exactly.
fucking singing the Meteor songs.
Oh, yeah.
There's just you have to be a beginner at one point. Right.
Or like how people want to say, you got to be a poser at some point. Supposedly, I think that's kind of a bad word now to think of because is self-discovery really being a poser, or is that like experimenting and trying to figure out like, hey, like I like this or
I'm
not?
a poser every day. if that's by definition, if that's what it is, fuck it, right?
Fuck it. Well, yeah, and then it ends up to where you're gonna be later on, right?
Right.
Just how you said, like no one walked out just like that, like hey, with the fucking
Yeah.
little studded jacket out of their moms,
Yeah.
like- but yeah, that's what I said. I was like, bro, allow these kids, like even if like they start out liking trap music or pop music or whatever the fuck they like, if you see them coming to a show that's psychobilly and you're like, oh, this fool clearly doesn't like psychobilly.
Yeah. There's a
Like,
reason why he's there.
Yeah, maybe he's interested. Maybe he hears the sound. He's like, hey, I can feel for this genre, and I maybe who knows? Maybe later on he's the guy who's promoting the shows, the biggest shows down the line. You know what I mean? That are gonna connect people to each other, and you know what I mean? Like no one was that promoter right away. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like you had to have started somewhere. Either you listen to just like Red Hot Chili Peppers or some whatever the fuck, right?
Yeah.
And then you
Love
came to
that band.
Exactly. You came to the discovery that like, oh fuck, like I love psychobilly and I want to make a community for this, and that's what I say. I'm like, bro, if your community is toxic and aggressive and it's like fuck all the posers, fuck all the people who don't know their shit, you're not making a very friendly place for the youth to want to express themselves and dip their toes in and be like, hey dude, like this is something I'm
out of all the things, dip your toes.
exactly.
I'm like, I'm
dip your
coming
toes,
to believe that you have a foot fetish.
dip your toes into the beans and rice.
Start sweating more.
Dip your toes into the beans and rice and leeches and the fish.
But it's true. It's 100% true. What you're saying.
Imagine like you're coming in as a little kid and you're seeing fools getting jumped in a parking lot because they don't like the meteors.
That's so oddly specific, but okay.
Hey, no, there's stories.
We've seen it.
There's stories where people
what?
get jumped because it's like, oh, you don't fuck with the meteors? All right.
What?
Then they get fucking jumped.
Only the meteors are pure psychobilly.
There you go. You already know. You see what I mean?
I seen it in the psychobilly meeting.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
But why? Why?
OTMAPP.
What do you think it is like? Like why are people so hardcore like that when it comes to psychobilly? Like are we trying to compensate for something, or people like I don't understand. Like I really don't.
That's actually something that's something you have to ask those people, honestly. But if I guess we can give you two answers. I'll give you mine and he can give you his. But
Sure.
I think the reason why people do that is because they're scared of the scene being tarnished. Like, it's not going to seem as hardcore because any random person could just jump in. Like, imagine like some random little kid who doesn't like to slick up his hair, like psychobilly. What is that going to look like? Versus like when back in the day, everybody slicked back their hair. When it was a certain uniformity to it. Where it was like, hey, you had to go through a certain ritual to show up to the place that you are now. You know what I mean? So that's what I think. I think it's one of those things where it's like you're gonna lose that meaning, that club like.
Like your reputation.
Exactly. You know what I mean? I don't know what George has to say, but let's see.
No, originally, like being so young, I almost thought the same way, but time goes on. Time goes super fast. So I was like, yeah, you can't really, there's no point of keeping up. I mean, you're going to be yourself and you don't have to necessarily like wear band shirts all the time or do your hair, stuff like that. And I think that's what people get. Yeah, like how you mentioned, the people get lost in the whole look, which is terrible. It should never be about the look. It should be about the music and you loving the music for what it is. And
so I guess just from hearing both of your guys' standpoint, it's the fashion aspect that whatever side you're on, it's always that's going to be the main focal point of the topic is the fashion. Whether you're for the fashion or you're hardcore for the fashion, that person shouldn't be in the scene because they don't look psychobilly enough.
Yeah,
it's that, and it's also
to a certain extent. Yeah,
it's that, and also what bands do you know?
True.
Like, how hard do you write for these bands?
So here's another thing too, and perfect example. I have a friend, and he's probably going to hear this podcast, and all the bands that we're talking about were strictly from Southern California, all the Southern California psychobilly that we were talking about. And it's not even Southern California psychobilly. I think it was just more American psychobilly more than anything that came out in the 2000s.
Like Three Bad Jacks,
and exactly. He was maybe different on the Hellbillies, but there was other bands that I was talking about, and he was like, all the bands you talked about, Gil, they sucked anyways. Like he liked, he's into the same culture, but he was just like, no, those bands. Every psychobilly band, not every psychobilly band, but there's certain psychobilly bands in America that he just like, they were no good. He supported more of the European, the European culture of psychobilly, which, I mean, to each their own, but also there's that thing, if you're not supporting like the bands that are
in your area,
or your country, like that's I don't know, it's up for very good discussion.
It's another form of gatekeeping because it's like I'm locking you out of this hemisphere of the world. You know what I mean? And that's pretty fucked up. Like, you know, like if you want your style of music to, you know, flourish, like you need to bring up every single member of your society, you know, whether it's like, oh, these people are just from Ohio. It's a fucking psychobilly band from Ohio. Just as much as you do somebody from LA, like a psychobilly band from LA, like they all need their time to shine just to show like, hey, anybody who's committed to making this music and loves this music, like why not lift them up?
Yeah.
You
And
know
then
what I mean?
also to his point too, and I get my friend's position because he likes the hillbilly, the old rockabilly aspect of psychobilly,
Mhm.
right? And that's his point of view.
Yeah.
That like he likes the hillbilly, the rockabilly style psychobilly, which that's cool.
Yeah.
But I
So,
mean,
well, same as me. But
Yeah.
I mean, I can't say like, oh, I started in that. Like, no, I started off Tiger Army,
right,
Necromantics.
like most of us.
yeah, 3 Bad Jacks.
Your head's in the way.
Oh.
Sorry. Go.
Me or him?
Mine.
Oh shit! All right.
Oh yeah.
Look at your big ass out.
But,
Chewy, you're supposed to be watching.
My bad.
There you go.
I was watching the wrong thing. I was watching the beans and rice.
Sorry, I didn't mean to.
To your point, George.
no, but yeah, I mean, no one really started exactly at those bands that they like now.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I could say more like for myself. I do favor more the English bands, but I never forget what bands I started with, and I still do like them. It's just I guess
And then also, it's just preference.
yeah, it's perfect.
Like that's all it is.
Mm-hmm.
But it's just preference to each their own.
But I'm even thinking like, I mean, this is just me kind of overthinking it, right? And overanalyzing it too. But I mean, psychologically, for some of these people that are very, very hardcore and that's all they eat, breathe, and sleep is psychobilly. It's like, when do you even like for yourself give yourself an opportunity to discover another type of music or another type of maybe clothing or anything like that? Like I feel like that must be hard too if you ever want to veer off or you do like something else and you're going to suppress it because you're like, no, this is who I am. This is my identity. Like, centering your whole identity over one thing. Like I'm thinking that it must be a little difficult at times,
Exhausting.
right?
Yeah,
Right,
but
exhausting.
that's also the problem too because you make it a part of your identity. That's the hardest part,
Mm-hmm.
right? I think, and it's when you're into something for so long that you make it a part of your identity and you try to throw people out or keep yourself in it. Like it just becomes exhausting, right? Like what you said.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know. This has been a hot topic the past couple weeks.
And
I
it's a
love
good
it.
topic, honestly, to talk
Yeah.
about. Like, honestly,
Especially right now. It's like I feel like it's growing. Like what's your opinion now about the psychobilly scene in Southern California?
Well, I mean, as far as the bands, I try to have a very welcoming demeanor now. I'm older now, and yeah, I do. I want it to flourish. So I don't want to seem like pissed off or angry at any fans or whatever. Even though I'm quiet and people don't like that or whatever, but I want to welcome more people into the psychobilly culture, subculture, and see where it goes from there. And of course, more than ever now, like we had the pandemic, everyone was faded away. Everyone did their own thing, and who knows if we'll have another one. But I just wanted people to be coming in now that things are open now. There's shows now. There's promoters here and there that are thinking of throwing psychobilly shows, and I totally I not that I praise it, but I support it.
That's good.
yeah, dude. Honestly, just open your hearts out to the youth, and everybody in any music industry will say the same thing. Like, the youth are gonna keep your scene alive. So why make them feel like your scene is an unfriendly place for them to join? You know what I mean? Like, welcome them, whether it's like I said, like, like the little trap kid or the little fucking whatever reggae ska kid, like whoever the fuck it is. Like, dude, let them come into the scene. You know what I mean? Like, let them hear the music. Let them judge for themselves if they want to be a part of it, and show them. Like, guide them. I feel like that's the thing that's been lost. Like, people don't want to guide the youth anymore into like, hey, these are the cool bands, these are the cool trends and this and that. Like, no, like, people are just like, nah, I know it for myself, fuck off. You know what I mean? And I think that's the problem. Like, start mentoring the fucking youth. You know what I mean? Stop making them feel afraid to show up just because they don't know anything. You know what I mean? And I think if people in the psychobilly scene start doing that, like, bro, like, you know, no matter where the fuck those kids came from, like, they're gonna fuck, I don't even know the word. I'm telling you, like, it's just gonna be a better situation in general. You know what I mean? Like, you guys know what the fuck I'm trying to tell you. Like,
Yeah.
you know?
He's like, I have no idea.
He's like, all right, get the fuck off the mic.
Amber cut his mic. No, I get where you're going to. George, how important is the audience to bands like your guys'?
Oh, it's really important. And it's like with having Chuy, like Chuy's not necessarily the psychobilly guy, but we want to show people that there could be people who are into different music and still play psychobilly and make it sound really good.
You okay over there?
I was trying to say your head without interrupting.
Oh.
Okay.
And yeah, it's same with Radarman. We want to make sure we throw in a good crowd and play songs that people want to play, and have good conversations right after the show.
Yeah. I mean,
And a network. It's all networking and just building those bonds with people.
how did it feel playing? And you talked about Spain. What about, did you spend any time in TJ when you were out for Tijuana Maniac? Were you there with him?
Which one? I don't know.
This last one was the first time with a random bunch.
Oh, okay. And you were out there too, right?
Yeah, I was out there, yeah.
And Radarman played with the other 2 times.
Okay.
So, it was a great experience.
So that was your first time out there as a random bunch?
First time, yeah.
First time.
Yeah, no, it's great. But not that unfortunately, but it's mainly a lot of the LA crowd. So I don't really
So it's just the same
Yeah.
playing. Okay.
I noticed the same thing. Imagine, I'm not even like 100% like involved in all that all the time.
But he recognized
And
a lot
I
of faces.
recognized a lot of faces too. Like, dude, like it seems like everybody from LA came down to Tijuana. And then there's some guy who sold me a fucking hot dog down the block. No, right in front of the fucking venue. And I swear to God, it was a Food. You know that brand, Food hot
Food?
dogs?
Ugh.
F-U-D?
The FUD.
Food? The fucking Chavo del Ocho brand? He sold me a fucking hot dog for like, what is it? How many pesos? I don't know. But it felt like a regular hot dog. Fuck that shit.
See if you can find the taco place that was across the street, because that one was bomb.
We ate tacos that
dude.
night.
Yes.
And we ate a hot dog too.
There was this
Across the
quesadilla
street.
place across the street. It's probably the same spot. And
Was it?
Yeah. And they had where the carnes that said New York. And I was like, oh, come on,
Yeah.
steak, New York.
Was
We
that
ate
it?
there, that's what
Oh
we ate.
yeah,
That one-
that's
Yeah,
it. Yeah.
It was
we
like
ate those tacos, the New
It
York
was
strip ones.
Taqueria Perricos or some shit, no? That's what it's called?
I don't know.
It had a big sign that said tacos. And
But-
it was
Bro.
like the one that was latest.
But the
open.
New York little carne or steak it was, man, it was so good. And I quesadilla.
They've been Tijuana has been using New York strip now for quite a few years, because I remember
Joey has a problem with it.
I'm
no, he
so
breaks the table.
I'm so upset. I'm so upset because everywhere I went, it was like, oh, 20 pesos para miar. I was like, fool, I'm gonna just piss on the side of your business if you don't fucking let me piss right now. And I was just straight up fucking pissed.
they were
whatever the fuck.
gatekeeping the toilets.
Yeah, exactly. I'm like,
Damn.
bro, if you think I'm gonna pay 20 pesos here and then I'll piss in America anywhere on the block, like, bro, I'm gonna do it here too. And then on top of that, like, bro, the food wasn't that good. But I think it's because it's more like a tourist spot. You
Where
know
we
what
were
I mean?
at was a tourist spot.
Was it?
100%.
Oh, okay.
But here's my beef, because
your beef?
I have
Oh, there you
family.
go.
I have family in Tijuana, and then my mom's from Ensenada. If you go down to Ensenada, the
It's bomb.
tacos are way better
That's what my
than
dad
Tijuana.
says.
I don't care for Tijuana tacos.
No?
Like when people are like, "Oh, let's go to Tijuana to eat tacos."
It's all white
sorry, but I don't.
clickbait.
I
It's
don't.
white clickbait.
Really? Damn.
Yeah, it's like
Well, they got me.
If people, when people are like, "Oh yeah, I've been to Mexico," and I'm like, "Where?" and they're like, "Tijuana." I'm like, "No, you
TJ.
didn't fucking go to Mexico."
You're like, you barely ate.
Yeah.
You're like, fool, might as well go anywhere down here in LA that sucks.
Yeah.
And it might be a little bit better. You know what I mean? Like, damn, dude.
No, I could say each state has their own thing. Like,
Yeah.
the F has pretty good al pastor tacos. I didn't have the best asada tacos in Jalisco. Oh, they call it carnaza, so it's different. But the birria tacos are pretty good.
Yeah.
In Jalisco.
We were just, who were we talking to about? Oh, we were talking with Fernie, where I was telling him like, so my mom's from Ensenada and then my dad's from Sinaloa. So when I go to Sinaloa, I don't eat like tacos de asada because the meat's not good.
Mm-hmm.
But I eat barbacoa, and barbacoa is delicious. So the difference is that in a lot of states, because predominantly they don't use carne asada, they know other cuts from the cow. They don't know how to cut that thin,
flank
carne.
steak.
Yeah, like the steak. So like flank steak, yeah. So that's why their meat is never that good, because they don't know how to cut.
You gotta
from
get
that.
her a camera, man. She's over here
Or
spitting
facts.
some serious knowledge, bro. Like, come
That's
on,
all
man.
she does, bro.
How you
I'm
gonna
like
fucking
George. I'm full of a bunch of random.
put a motherfucking camera over here, even if it's just the feet and the beans?
Oh yeah, I was thinking about it. Jalisco. It's not even called carnaza. It's arrachera. That's what
Arrachera, yeah.
arrachera. Yeah, I was like, not a ranchera, because we think of like ranchera, like super
Arrachera.
racist. Like no, arrachera. I was like, oh. Okay.
Yeah, but Jalisco is known for like birria, right?
Yeah,
It's
birria.
When it comes to Mexican facts, dude, Amber has it on lock, bro. You have no idea.
I used to
There you
spend
go.
summers in
Ensenada.
Ensenada. My mom would send me, and I would spend a month and a half. So
There you go.
I've only been to Mexico a handful of times.
Handful of time?
Yeah.
Bro, I've probably been less than that.
The deepest I've been to is Sinaloa, and we were there for like 2 days. Yeah, it was cool.
for
3,
four.
4.
Four.
Dang.
I've only been that one time that we played the show in Tijuana.
Mm-hmm.
And then my first time was Juarez
Ooh.
in like 2012, 2000.
Juarez? Isn't that a band? No, that's Juanes. Never mind. Sorry.
No, you're thinking of tengo la camisa negra.
Yeah, Juanes.
That's Juanes, right?
Juanes.
Yeah.
No, yeah, I was in Juarez, and supposedly that was like in a bad time,
Yeah,
Like
Juanes
2000
is really dangerous.
like in 2010. Or
Well, I was
something.
in Sinaloa for a bad time that I had
the hell
no clue what was
Sinaloa's
going
always a bad
on
time to
over
go.
there.
It's always a bad time because
It's
it's
always
ass.
a bad time.
But I was
I-
down there and shit.
Yeah, I'm glad I didn't look up Sinaloa before going down.
Yeah,
I was
I
like,
think
you're
glad I did.
gonna be
Yeah, that's-
fine.
yeah,
Just come on.
More peaceful.
Yeah.
That-
Kind of have to think about that. So it's fine.
Yeah, he wasn't scared. He wasn't. I mean, we would tell him like, "Oh, look at that guy. He's
he's like
Yeah.
tweaking.
no. They don't do drugs. It's
No.
just a lot of cartel people that
Oh, shit,
are
oh, shit.
standing there with
Yeah.
cuerno de chivos, and like you see like big arms, not arms, but you know what I mean,
Oh,
like
like
armas,
guns,
like guns, and they're.
I would
guarding.
have rather a tweaker.
A tweaker?
Yeah.
I'll take his ass out hand to hand and
Yeah,
shit.
that's
Be like,
right.
Come over here, motherfucker. Like,
There we go.
But they're friendly. They would say hi, and they're just like,
hola, canal, que me dé un taco, o pues un poquito para
AK-47. Hola.
you had a good time. Shut
I
up.
had a great time.
You had a great time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's go to Juarez.
Let's go.
Hell no.
Let's go to Juarez.
Where is
together.
it? Can you
Chihuahua.
pull up a map?
Juarez, Chihuahua. I've been to Juarez.
It's on the border of Texas, El Paso.
Juarez is
Oh,
one of
it's
the
over there.
most dangerous places in Mexico.
Dude, my fucking grandpa.
Los Angeles. Skid Row is the most. It has nothing on Skid Row.
No.
Nah, dude, fucking over there's like a Wild West, bro. Like legit.
Skid Row is like
That's why
Vacation?
I'd rather be in Skid Row.
People go to Skid Row from
Skid Row's like
Juarez.
the Beverly Hills of fucking Juarez.
Dang. Can you look it up? I want to see.
Yeah.
I want to see where this place is.
He like, show me Juarez.
Show me Juarez on the board.
It's just there was a time that it was really, really, really dangerous because there was
Ciudad. What
Ciudad
is?
Juarez,
What's Ciudad mean?
city of Juarez.
My cousin's been telling me,
looks
he's like,
pretty
hey,
peaceful.
Come down. He's like, come down, man. We can go drink at the bars and shit. I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna go take one shot. They're gonna see me bust out $1 bill and they're gonna fucking shoot me.
Juarez has
Oh,
there you
shit. Damn.
okay, so Juarez has the most cases of like feminicidio, like feminicide, of women that have gone missing and women that have been murdered. So Juarez is number one, top, the highest over any other state in Mexico.
Top 10 facts of Juarez. Go.
But the birria, imagine.
But
But the taco spot.
I want to go to Chihuahua though in general. Maybe not Juarez, but
Yeah.
Yeah,
Paral,
Chihuahuas.
Paral, Chihuahua.
Is that right next to it?
I know it's
It's the
Chihuahua is the whole
State.
Chihuahua is the
So
whole
it's
state.
Juarez.
is the city.
Juarez is like the biggest city, right? Yeah,
Yeah.
some shit like that. Yeah.
I think it's the capital of Chihuahua.
Please don't hate me if I got it wrong.
Yeah. I've been to Chihuahua. I've been to a place called Casas Grandes. It's really nice. So you should.
Chihuahua's what down the. Pull up the map.
To the
right
side.
after Texas.
We're gonna plan our Mexico trip right here.
There you
On
go.
the
We're
podcast.
not going to start
Hell
here.
yeah, let's do it. Bro, we'll go with you.
Yeah, let's go,
We're going to
dude.
do a whole live podcast. Like, we'll get the whole equipment and everything.
Let's go.
And they'll be like, they took my ass down a fucking alley and shit. They won't let me go.
Let's play a show
I'm
down
sorry.
there.
You eat grapes from the market. I'm not going with you to Mexico.
That's called survival. So, that's called survival.
You eat Vegemite from the store. I'm not trying to get myself.
Hey, that's the biggest survival
Imprisoned.
technique ever. So, if this motherfucker gets lost, I'll probably find his ass over there somewhere and shit.
There he goes. Okay.
Chihuahua's right here, though.
Okay. It's
Try
right
the
there.
So it's like U.S. border, which they say that usually all border towns are like
Pretty bad.
Yeah.
pretty bad.
Sonora, Chihuahua.
Because if you think about it, everybody-
What is that? Chohuila?
Coahuila.
Coahuila?
Let's just go to Durango,
You
wait.
know,
Imagine that's on a border town and they say that shit's fucking bad
Yeah.
as fuck, too.
no, the border town I want to go to next is Los Algodones.
Los huevos.
So I could get my teeth fixed.
Isn't that Sonora?
It's
Or where's that at?
It's right after Yuma, Arizona.
Yeah, Yuma. Los Algodones.
So it's the
So it's
city
up
of
here.
city of dentist.
Mm-hmm.
Is it really?
Yeah, it's
All right.
if you have a
The
cool
first place we're going there to fix our grill. And
Fix
after
our
that,
grill and then let's go get kidnapped by fucking narcos and shit.
hey, at least we'll have a great smile before.
They'll probably be half of my family, so you guys are safe.
I know.
You come back with like one sock, you're like, oh shit, se me lo llevaron, güey.
Es Amber. Don't touch her. I want to go to Guanajuato, dude.
Guanajuato?
Yeah.
get some sick ass boots.
That's something you're gonna get a fucking spear in between the chest and shit. Like, what
Sick
the fuck
ass-
is that?
No, it's
Where's
really
that
nice.
at? Can you?
It's,
right after
it's in the middle right
It's right
there.
after Jalisco.
Guanajuato
fuck?
is
What is this? What
Right
is
there.
it called? Oaxaca?
That's
It's in the middle.
Oaxaca.
Oaxaca.
Oaxaca. Right here, Guanajuato.
Oh shit.
There we go.
Jesus.
That's where I want to
That's
go.
where Chaparro and Eddie are from.
Fuck. Let's go to Mierda. What is it called? Oh,
Merida.
Merida. My bad. I can't read that far.
Merida.
I want to see the mummy museum that they have over there. Have you heard about that?
No. Hell
No?
What's up? What's going on?
Is that in Mexico City?
Can you
It's in
pull-
Guanajuato.
Guanajuato?
Guanajuato.
It's the city of mummies.
Yeah, León is known for mummies.
That's where.
So in a certain part of the is it a city or what is it, state?
It's a city.
So in the city, I guess they pull it up because I don't want to butcher this like you usually do.
I know the
mummies?
facts. Mummies. I was gonna put momias.
Oh, sorry. My bad.
You don't have
fucking
we
ignorant.
don't
My
have
bad.
the Spanish Google on
No,
the
because
computer.
he threw me off. I was gonna put momias de Guanajuato.
So they had
That was-
they had like hundreds and maybe thousands, hundreds of bodies that were buried underneath the soil, very shallow graves, and I guess the soil there mummified all these bodies.
Oh, wow.
And when they found them, they put them in a museum for everybody to go and look at. So that's the
Is that one of them
museum.
right there? That viejo ass fool? My bad.
This
Yeah.
one?
That one, yeah. Huh? Is that fucking old ass motherfucker?
No.
Damn. Oh, that's AI.
Yeah.
That's Mid Journey, man. Nah.
What the fuck? No,
No,
I
that-
thought that was real.
That looks like Jim Carrey from his latest movie.
This one looks like the alien they found.
In living
Ooh.
color.
Oh, the fucking cake.
Mm-hmm.
El pastelito que encontraron.
Did you see that they made it a tamal now?
Martin Rizzo posted that the cake one that he did like a little splice of the video, and I told him that was the rosco thing.
Oh,
La
la
rosca
rosca?
de Reyes.
Yeah, yeah.
The baby from
That's
the
what I
rosca?
told him
You
it
should tell
was.
him, where's the olive
Yeah.
at?
Why is it in Spanish? Oh, because you searched for it in Spanish?
Según los expertos, la momia de Guanajuato surgió de forma natural debido a las condiciones del suelo, la temperatura, humedad y demás factores que contribuyeron en que el cuerpo se deshidrate antes de su consumido por los microorganismos propios de la descomposición.
So why are mummies so valuable? Is it just because of how much time they've been around? Because if Mexico has mummies, aren't they just as valuable as something from Egypt, or is it because Egypt's mummies have been around longer?
It's the way that the bodies are preserved. So I think it's the way that they're preserving their dead. Like if you think about it psychologically, like the way a person treats something that is dead it's very deep and psychological into their society. You know what I mean?
I think it's too that the whole they claim that the pyramids were made for like the emperors and stuff when it wasn't even the
But
case.
don't they say that we have more pyramids? We have supposedly more pyramids in Latin America than in Egypt.
I believe
Yeah.
so.
Yeah,
Right?
because when you
Yeah.
think about it, there's only what the Great Pyramid of Giza,
right?
and
Maybe
what
like
else?
another couple somewhere around there, right?
Yeah, and Mexico has a bunch.
Yeah.
Didn't
right.
who told us Cipatli, right? Said that, or Jesse, Two Feathers,
Mhm.
said that there was one in like Oklahoma that
Oh, what the
pertained.
fuck?
Yeah, there's
Nah.
one.
Can you
Yeah,
look it
yeah,
up?
yeah.
No
Pull it
way.
up.
That's not.
There's
That doesn't. What the?
no,
fuck?
we looked it up because you know how this used to be Mexico, so it spanned all the way
Oklahoma
over here,
was
No,
part
yeah,
of
yeah.
Yeah.
Utah was part of
somewhere
Oklahoma.
around there.
Yes, you
yeah.
didn't know
Okay,
that?
I can believe anything up to like the south.
No,
I
it
think
was
even
further up.
I
Even up
think,
to Oklahoma.
Yeah.
I think Wyoming was part of Mexico too.
Don't
Dick, shut the fuck
don't
up.
swear.
don't
I
quote
swear.
me that it's Oklahoma, but it's somewhere Midwest.
Okay, look up Oklahoma and then show them the
pyramid.
map
Yeah,
before
hold on. I'm gonna look up the
before
first where it's at.
No, there's a lot.
American
You can tell me
settlers.
Rhode Island had fucking pyramids.
No,
and shit. Like what the fuck?
No, that's all.
Like
that's
New
all
York.
English.
You're gonna trip me out. It'd be like, oh, Montana was a fucking sacred site for Satanism and shit. Like what the fuck? Like,
This guy.
dude,
No, there's a lot.
there's a lot of
Colorado
sketchy shit. Colorado,
is Mexico.
Colorado. I know about the fucking the trippy shit at the Colorado airport.
No, but oh yeah.
That one, the fucking
They say
airport.
it's the Stargate or something. No, that's the Denver, or I forgot. What
The
it is.
Denver airport.
Oh, the one that's downstairs.
Oh fuck no, man.
They have tunnels, dude. It's
They had tunnels.
big.
And shit.
It's huge. It's why? Why do you need a big airport like that?
This is what we need to be talking about. Fuck psychobilly.
Conspiracy.
We gotta be talking about these motherfucking tunnels.
Let's do it.
Where's the tunnels at, bro?
The most famous pyramid in the United States is located at the archaeological site Cahokia, home to Monk's Mound. Cahokia was an extensive settlement during its heyday, 1,000 years before Europeans stumbled across the American continent.
We're at the.
So where is it?
It's
Mississippi River. It says
right here, Southern Illinois.
Southern Illinois.
Chicago, right by Chicago.
Chicago. That's why it's deep dish, because they be dipping the motherfucking. They be dipping the mummies in the pizza and shit. What the fuck?
So this is the one that was in Illinois?
Nah, bro, that's fake as fuck.
It's
bro.
one of these. It's this one. Look
Fake
right here.
news, bro.
See?
Yeah. The reason
George,
why.
come on, man.
So think about it. I think, is this the top of it? This is the top or the foundation?
So they were saying that it's under
yeah.
the ground.
It's under the
It's
ground.
under the ground.
It's under the
Yeah,
ground.
so that's just the top. A lot of the pyramids, like even the ones in Mexico City,
Science, bro.
the
Science.
ones in Mexico City are what you see in Mexico City. You're only seeing the top of the pyramid because the pyramid sits under the actual city.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's like
wait.
it's like the one in that I seen in DF, El Templo Mayor.
El Templo Mayor. It's
it-
underground.
It's underground.
right. Yeah, you go down. Yeah, exactly. It's
Dude, you guys are flipping my shit around because I honestly thought we were too. We were not
Primitive?
sophisticated enough
No,
for this
heck
shit in
no.
the U.S., bro.
No,
but it's because it wasn't made by U.S. people.
Who do you think made it in the U.S.? Oh, it was Native
No,
Americans.
it was Native Americans. Yeah. It
Oh,
was
shit, all right,
Native.
no, they had that meme. It's like just because white people couldn't do it doesn't mean it was aliens.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
Hey, what's that one on top?
Which
that
one? This
pyramid
one?
in the middle of nowhere. What the fuck is that?
Let's see.
That's like some shit we would have traveled.
Oh,
to.
North Dakota. This is the one I
No,
was
get
looking
out
at.
of here, bro.
North
Oh.
Dakota. I knew it was somewhere.
Do you have a little, a small chaser or something?
We have Jamaica.
My bad. I'm a little bitch.
Jamaica? Yes, please.
I
Just
like
mix it a little.
I like to chase everything, just like I chase my fucking dreams and I never catch them.
If the Jamaica's bad, it's from the supermarket. If it's good, I made
Don't
it.
worry. I'm not gonna blame you.
I really did make it. But it's been a couple days now. But yeah, it's crazy. So the momias from Guanajuato, I guess to re-summarize, was that the
Como sea.
Unless you want to share or whatever.
You want to share? Yeah,
waterfall it, put it
I'll waterfall it into his mouth.
like in
We're
Mexico
so close
when
like
you do
that.
shots and they're like, ah.
Nah, we'll share. Don't worry about it. Just leave the thing there. Yeah, we got it.
Leave it there.
Did you
Leave that
mix
shit.
it? Did you mix it? Yeah. Okay.
I don't want them to think I made some shitty Jamaica. Please.
Yeah, I'm like,
Tastes good.
He hasn't even
He's
tasted
like,
it. He just smelled it. He smelled it. He's like, it's good.
Is it?
I don't
No,
make
it's
it.
actually really
I don't
good.
make it too sweet or
No, it's good.
anything like
Oh,
that.
perfect.
And I sweeten it with agave, so
It smells like
a little healthier
It
for
smells
you.
like the land.
The land.
There you go.
Está bueno.
Okay. Entonces Northgate didn't make it. I did.
Are you guys on time? You're okay on
no,
time?
we're good, bro.
You're good? Okay.
Whatever the fuck you guys want to talk about.
We can get into this then?
Yeah.
So this is the one where? Where's this?
Cebu, North Dakota.
North Dakota?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and can we show Chuy the Mexico that used to be before
Juarez?
before the settlers came and
For
The Sancho
what is
Villas.
it? Colombianism or
took it
So you want me to
It's like
what you
18
want me to look up?
pre-Colombian?
before like 1814, I think.
What's the name of that?
In 1814, we took a little trip.
That's a sick song. Johnny Horton.
How does it go? Can you continue it? In 1814, we took a little trip
Along the river.
along the river. Bullshit.
No, but what is it? We took a little bacon and we took a little beans and we
yeah.
caught the bloody British in the town of New Orleans. That's a
Yeah,
bad
hell
song.
yeah. Some shit like that, right?
Oh, they're clear almost into Canada, except for Oregon.
Dang. they
Oregon
were
was its own country?
Dick.
not its own country. Well, it wasn't discovered yet. It wasn't like conquered.
Damn, bro. I could do this shit for fucking hours, bro. Just finding out random
No,
shit.
I know.
fucking
After
knew.
school, instead of I mean, if we weren't like drinking
Or smoking.
or
some
smoking,
shit.
we would learn about the Kowloon City. How
Dumbass shit, bro. We're like, what the fuck? What happened in China? When?
No,
Swear to God.
yeah, I think that's why we know so much random facts.
That's what I'm saying. Like, bro, you can talk to us about anything. And we're like, oh, we heard a little bit about that. And then it's like, dick, you're stupid.
Okay, get that one where it says Quora, Mexico, get back its former territory.
Where? This one right here?
Yes. I like that map. Estados Unidos de America.
Oh, I thought it was gonna be.
No, just zoom it. Just go back. Fuck that one. But yeah, look at that, dude. Look at that.
It went all the way up to fucking, that's Oregon. No, that's Seattle's
California.
at the top, right? Seattle's at the top. Oregon's in the middle, right? At the green.
Yeah.
God damn it, I knew it, bro.
So the green part right there where it's showing on the right side,
Yeah.
that was all Mexico.
Dang.
Mexico was huge, bro.
Oh, yeah.
The one on the left
Mexico
though,
was huge.
shows that like it goes all the way up to Oregon though.
This one, huh?
This one right there,
yeah,
yeah.
this one looks like it goes up higher.
But how wild would this be, right? Thought experiment. How wild would, if Mexico took back their land, how wild that would be.
Oh,
We would all be Mexicans.
Ooh, that'll be lit as
We are
fuck.
How
Mexicans.
crazy would that be? No, but you know what I'm saying.
500 balazos, on every fucking corner and shit.
Wait, here's the better question. Do you think?
excuse
No,
me.
not better, but here's another thought-provoking question. I'm sorry. Do you guys think that, like the cartel, like okay, like let's say that Mexico wasn't fighting against each other like they do, right, each state, and they all got together, every single cartel person, every single secuestrador, anything
All right.
you
Every
name
single
it, right?
pozolero.
I feel you.
Yeah,
I feel
and,
you.
and
What's up?
everybody. And they were to fight against the U.S. You think they'd win?
Oh, hell yeah. Hell yeah.
At-
And then we'd have a King Taco like in every state, like a McDonald's kind of thing. You know what I mean?
There's no King Taco in
Mexico?
No, but I'm telling
That's
you,
a
like,
East LA thing.
no,
dude.
no, but I'm telling you, once we do create that situation, like King Taco's gonna be the McDonald's of
You
America.
like King Taco?
Wait, okay, like, you know,
Hold on,
this-
let's tackle one thing at a time first,
Okay,
and then we'll
bring
get
up
into
the
the
King Taco after. My bad, I have a
Yeah.
lot to say about that.
Okay.
But let's do the rest. Let's do
What
the
do you
rest.
think?
Amber will she will physically
I-
debate you about
I will
the King
debate
Taco
that shit
thing.
too. Yes, I will debate that shit. That's what I'm saying. Like, you want to do one at a time? Let's do the first one.
Okay, first
here
one.
you go.
No, I would say it's really hard. The United States has too many secrets that they haven't shown to the public. Probably in Mexico too. I mean, there's a lot of secrets in Mexico too, but
They got aliens,
slowly,
bro. Now
slowly we're finding out just with leaked footage from different people that hasn't been erased. So I mean, it's that's a really hard topic. Who would win? But I just know United States has too many secret stuff, including weapons. So they would probably bust something. Like I haven't gotten into discussion with too many people, but like the whole Hawaii thing. Thing that was, I mean, it's all planned. I mean, they're moving too fast about innovation of the solar city, and what is it? There's no footage of actual the wildfires starting. If anything, they have a picture of this beam that came from the sky.
I seen that.
so
And
okay, my thing about that, how easy would it be to just put a pre-picture before that beam, load it up into Illustrator, Adobe Illustrator, and create a beam like that?
I guess they're having a.
Or was it a
Discuss it.
video?
I think it's both,
Mm.
but they're. I guess they're having discussions with scientists. Right away, you hear. I mean, if you guys may see it or research it, but DEW, I mean that's the abbreviation, but it's direct energy weapons. So it's like lasers, basically.
Does that have to do, well, because I was going to say maybe the HARP program would have anything to do with it, but that's totally different, right? I guess HARP is more directed towards like catastrophes and the weather versus, or man-made weather technology versus light beams.
Yeah, in a sense, though, it's probably all tied together. I mean, as far as for profit.
Can you look up, what is it called? The DEW program?
No, it's just DEW. It's
DEW?
direct energy weapons.
How do I spell it? Just
Or
D-O?
you could just DEW.
D-E-W?
You could put meaning, or I don't know if
Mountain Dew?
no.
I knew it was going to be Mountain Dew.
There you go. And if you drink that for X amount of years, that can lead to some
some sperm loss.
yeah.
Oh.
Or you can put direct energy weapons and see what comes out.
What the fuck?
I'm telling you about what happened in Hawaii.
Mountain Dew has direct energy weapons.
Oh, right
Is
there,
that
right
what I
there.
heard? We're trying to deplete the sperm of the fucking human race.
There we go. Select. You could play the video because I've never. This is the first time hearing this.
Defense spends about $1 billion annually developing directed energy weapons, such as high-energy lasers and high-powered microwaves. These weapons can disrupt and destroy their targets at the speed of light. For
Whoa!
example, DoD has developed high-energy lasers that have successfully shot down drones, but speed isn't their only advantage. They're also less expensive per use than traditional weapons like guns and missiles. Despite those potential advantages, DoD has had trouble getting these technologies out of the lab and into service. The Army has developed a detailed transition plan to support moving these weapons into the next stages of development. We recommended that the Navy and the Air Force develop similar plans.
But yeah, something like
What
that.
the fuck?
That's what I was talking about in Hawaii.
Hawaii?
It was no wildfires. It was
It was direct energy.
weapons too, so they can make their own.
They got the weapons of mass destruction.
No, but froze. Yeah.
Oh shit.
But yeah, that's just some of the
did
random
see,
thoughts.
I did see a video the other day that que me quedé pensando, because I don't know if I believe in it 100% right that it was that. But I mean, obviously it's a big possibility. But I did see a video the other day of this couple that was like trying to get away from the fires. And then you see the video, the wife's filming, the husband like stops the car in front of a house. And literally there's other houses around and everything. And there's only one piece of the bush that's burning. So it's like starting to burn. And he gets off and he puts out the fire. He grabs the water hose and he puts out the fire. So then I was thinking, like, wouldn't there be fires next door, like, you know, in close proximity for that little bush to have gotten, like, for it to have caught fire? Like, I thought it was weird. Like, you know what I mean? What
like
I'm trying to say?
Proximity thing, yeah.
Yeah, like, it, you know, fire travels, like if the wind pushes it or whatever. But it didn't look, from the video, it didn't look like there was anything close enough for the other fire or like the brasas or the embers to have jumped over. So I thought that was a little weird.
Yeah.
But
just random topics that I look up.
so America would kick Mexico's ass.
Okay, what about the King Taco thing? We're going back.
King
to
Taco sucks.
No, wait,
I'm throwing it out there.
wait.
Hold on.
Dick, it's gotten janky over the years.
I'm just like I gotta like flex the muscles.
As much as food
What
you
the
like.
fuck do you order every time you go to King Taco though?
Nothing, because it's horrible.
don't.
No. I'm not. If you say you don't order nothing, you're out of the combo. What the fuck do you order every single
Okay,
time?
I've gone to King Taco maybe 3 times in my entire life.
Which one? Where?
I've gone to the one in East LA. There's one in
one on Ford.
Bellflower.
The original one.
What do you guys get?
Actually-
Please tell me what do you guys get.
I've gotten tacos and I've gotten sopes. They have sopes.
God damn it. Okay, what? So just tacos and sopes. So what's the problem that you see every time you eat?
The meat quality is shit.
Like what? Like what kind of meat quality? Is it chewy?
It's
Is it no
chewy.
flavor?
It's chewy. I don't know. But
She
look.
couldn't say there's no flavor.
But look.
Did you say there was
I'm
no
gonna
flavor,
I'm gonna
or-
be really, really honest with you, and Gil knows this. I'm a super duper duper picky person when it comes to tacos.
Yeah.
Because dating, he always wanted to go to tacos, and I was like, I don't know. And every taco I went to, I was like, this one sucks.
That sounds like some gavacha shit. Low-key,
No, but because no, it's not gabacha shit. Because I'm telling you, I grew up going to Ensenada very often.
there you go.
So I'm comparing tacos with handmade tortillas, carne that's fresh, frijoles, guacamole, to King Taco that gives you a tortilla and meat.
Okay, so in LA, what are your favorite taco spots in
That's
LA?
unless
Like
you guys
five.
are
Compton.
from over here.
No, in general, all
Are
of
you guys
LA.
originally from over here?
What are your top
No.
five
Oh,
top
From LA.
5 taco spots?
Southeast LA.
My number one is in Compton. I grew up in Paramount, right next to Compton. So it's on Atlantic, and it's Carlos Poblanos.
Okay.
The lady makes her tortillas right in front of me. The guy's actually asando. Okay, here's one of my points. King Taco uses a flat top. That's not carne asada. That's carne guisada.
Okay.
Hold on, right?
Okay,
it's
go.
it's carne
Yeah,
guisada.
okay, I get that.
So a flat top does not asar. Asar is flame, charcoal.
Root words. Now we're getting into the root
Right?
words, ladies and
Okay,
gentlemen.
yeah. Well, look.
Root words
So there's
today.
my problem. It's not carne asada. It's carne guisada.
Well, look. When I talk about a spot, I'm not looking at like the intricacies. You know, I'm not being like, oh shit, what the fuck does that mean? Like, I'm saying like, does the fucking food taste good or not? I get what you mean though. I respect that. I respect that you're looking at it from like a very specific, point of view, and I get
And
that.
I'm a snob. I know that.
We're
I'm a taco
foodies.
snob.
And I
Yeah.
get that. And that's what I'm saying. Like, I couldn't talk shit to that because I get it when someone's like, hey, this doesn't taste like a meat that was on top of a fire. And I get that 100%. I understand that 100%.
This guy cooks.
That's why I can't talk shit. I respect that. But I'm telling you this, King Taco, if you went there and you did not
Like the flavor?
if you did not expect it to be on a open flame, you're like, okay, this is like a guisado or a top of the flat top type
Of taco?
food. Yeah. You gotta admit, it does not suck.
I think I need to go back again because it's been over 10 years since I've ever gone.
There you go.
So I would consider going again. Yeah.
But I'm telling you, it doesn't suck. But I get exactly where you're coming from, because I know what people feel like. I'm starting to realize like there's people have so many like specifics to why they don't like something. I'm like, why this? And they're like, they don't make tortillas from scratch. I'm like, that's the reason why you don't like this place? But then there's places like, look, I'm not going to talk shit about this place. I think there's a place in Highland Park.
That's why we have this podcast. Talk shit.
There's a place. Remember, people say that it's really bomb. Vias Tacos.
Oh.
Okay. I want to hear this. I want to
hear this one too.
Yeah.
You guys heard about this spot, right?
Yeah.
Because
Okay,
we were at Taco Madness a couple
And they were
weeks
there,
ago.
right?
They were
and the
there. They
lines
killed it.
was-
Didn't they? Did they win or they won like second place or something? Anyways,
No, they won the year before, but their line was
It-
ridiculous.
ridiculous.
and-
You want to hear the point of view before you give me yours? Because I know you guys know.
No, we
we
didn't
didn't
taste it.
we didn't
You
try
guys
it.
get to try it?
No.
All right, okay.
Because we've already been warned.
Didn't
about
they
it before.
win the Michelin
Yeah, they have a
They
Michelin
got
star.
a Michelin.
star?
No, I don't know about that, but I had heard that they got like a Michelin like
Rating?
You know, like they're like saying,
Oh,
like, hey,
okay.
these food are good. Like go check them out. Versus a Michelin star is like, oh damn.
No,
man,
I
you
think
really fucked it up.
they have a Michelin
Look
star
at it.
now.
Got one?
Yeah,
Pull it
they
up.
have a Michelin star
Well,
now.
I want to see that. I want to see that first.
I know it
Before
got
I
famous
talk out
too
of my-
because of Mike.
Before I talk out of my ass.
No, but we have some friends that are in the taco industry, and they didn't tell us directly that
They
it
say
was,
other things. They
that
say other-
They didn't want to say it's
Let
not
me
good, but they were
say
like,
it. Let me say it first. Let me say it first, and
Go for
then
it.
I'll tell you. I'll give you my honest opinion of tacos via, right? Via's tacos, whatever, right? But I want to see this motherfucking review. I want to see it first.
Hold on.
I want to see it. I honestly want to see it. I want to see if they got a Michelin star. Like that's important. That's
I'm close to thinking that they did.
no,
Right.
they got on the Michelin list. I think
So it's different.
being on the Michelin
How do you
list.
spell Michelin?
Michelin tires like MICHELLIN, I think.
Okay, I was
some
right.
shit like that, or ENIN, whatever. So it's one thing to be on the Michelin list versus to be a
Have an
restaurant with a
Have
Michelin
a star. Okay.
Yes, because Michelin list is like, oh man, these are good.
It's like a recommendation.
Yeah, like oh, I recommend going there. But Michelin stars like, oh, these motherfuckers are lit.
Okay.
Like, you know what I mean?
Oh, okay,
Like,
so
there's
they're on the Michelin Guide restaurant.
There you go.
See.
Okay.
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 Like there's a Thai restaurant
like-
in Silver Lake that has a Michelin
I was like,
star.
dude, I was like,
Yeah.
dame, give me a little rub con vaporru on the chest and shit. Like,
You were about to get a heart attack. So just got added to the Michelin Guide. So I guess there's a guide.
Gotcha.
Okay. I mean,
Okay.
it's still a big deal.
Correction, ladies and gentlemen. They're on the Michelin Guide. They didn't get a star,
All right,
Look.
tell us.
but which is pretty prestigious. I mean, we can't
Well,
knock
no.
that it's not.
King Tacos not on the Michelin Guide.
hey, they don't fucking need that shit. They don't need that shit.
I'm kidding.
They've been a star in LA.
The king doesn't need a star, okay?
Exactly. The king just needs his kingdom. He don't need a motherfucking magazine cutout to be good. You know what I mean? Like, but look,
I mean,
You're
it
gonna
all
go take
says
him
that
a blue
if they're
star?
at the fair and if they're in Glendale, then that's
exactly. Imagine you go to every fucking fair in
Yeah,
the
that's
OC
true.
and they there.
Yeah,
But look,
they're there.
so
You're
you
right.
guys didn't get to try it.
No.
I'll tell you this.
No.
I'll be 100% honest. I'm not a fucking hater. I don't hate.
clearly,
Anytime it starts like that, it's like, oh, he's gonna hate.
He's a hater.
clearly,
No,
there's
no, no,
always
no.
one.
No, fuck that. Look, I don't hate Via's tacos. I think they taste good. They taste good. But if I can give you an honest review of what their tacos taste like, 5.8. My bad. 5.8
Out of 10.
out of 10.
Whoa.
Because I'll tell you the reason why. Their tacos are expensive. How much was it, George, when you went?
No, I didn't go, but I heard it's like $3.95 or something.
$3.95. Can you pull up the menu real quick? You could probably pull it up real quick.
I mean, that's a loaded taco right there.
Dude, I can get a loaded taco like that anywhere.
Yeah. Let's see.
You like how you said, you can go to Ensenada or somewhere and you get a loaded
Oh,
taco
yeah,
like that
for-
for how much?
$1.
Exactly.
It's inflation though.
Inflate these motherfucking balls. That's what I'm gonna tell fucking Via's Taco. Inflate these motherfucking nuts, nigga. Like, I swear to God, like, fuck that. Like,
Well,
So
remember-
what? So keep going. What's
Yeah.
your review?
Okay, so
you're
you're
just hating right now.
you're
You're
hating
like-
on the price.
No,
Wait.
I'm not
Okay.
hating on
No,
the
we're
price.
kidding.
So you're saying okay? So the
You're
price.
saying you're broke.
So you can't afford it. That's what you're telling us.
No, look. What I'm trying to tell you is, look, I get for you probably like it because they have that carne asada. They actually
No, she had.
I haven't had
We
it.
don't have opinions on
no,
it.
but I'm saying because she said like a carne asada is like you cook it on the grill.
Okay.
So you're gonna like it because they cook it on the grill.
Okay.
But I'm telling you this: imagine you're spending almost $4 for a fucking taco. Would you feel happy at the end of the day knowing like, hey, abuelita, me compré un taco por $4? She'll beat your fucking ass, bro.
But if it was good, what if it was like fucking the best thing you've ever had?
Motherfucker, there better been a bone in there, bro. There better been a whole animal. Like you were holding like Bambi's leg in that
I don't know, because we
motherfucking.
paid fucking $8.50 for a stupid ass hot dog on Friday. I was mad about that.
Well, that's what I'm trying to tell you. That's what it felt like when we bought those tacos at Villa's. No disrespect to Villa's. You guys are doing some good shit down there, quality wise. But se pasaron de verga. Se pasaron de verga con los precios. Look, dude,
Oh.
Okay, there we
So
go.
the
Dude, come
queso
on, man.
taco- Whoa, $7.50 for
$7.50 for
Molita?
one molita. That's
Pull
three
up.
molitas.
Put it on the screen number.
Can I have some?
Oh, I don't want to burn them.
Jamaica.
No, well, we're not burning them. This is information that anybody can
Yeah,
access.
tacos, if you ever want to be on our show, you're more than welcome. We don't know this
You're
guy.
like, please don't hate us. Please. You're like, please don't hate us, please. We're
don't
trying
know
to get the
him.
sponsorship. He's just a guest.
Okay.
Nah, I see it.
Like I said, I'm not hating on them, and I get it. They're doing their thing. They're taking advantage of the white people. And honestly, bro, if you could take advantage of the white person, would you not do it? Honestly,
Of course.
there you go.
So what you're
Villa's-
saying? So what you're saying is they should have two menus: one for white people and one for gente.
Yeah, exactly. Para la raza.
Pa raza.
$2.50 a taco for la raza, and then when they see somebody who's straight up fucking hipster white, gentrifier neighborhood
I
shit,
could just change it real quick.
$3.20 exactly right there. Boom! It fucking
Hey.
drops like it could sense the
Can you-
moisture
can
level
you-
in the
But-
skin.
but-
Can you please
have-
say mulita for me?
Una
How do you say
pinche-
mulita?
yeah, exactly. Be like, is it
Or-
mulita or molita?
Go ahead and can you read our menu off, please?
Perna de pollo,
Polo.
All right.
de polo.
Oh, this motherfucker's gonna pay full
Oh,
price.
he's gonna pay full price.
He's gonna pay
Gil's
full
gonna be
price for
paying
this.
full price. Wait, that's
No,
not-
that you're gonna be ordering for us,
You
so
gotta-
that's all
but-
good.
but-
You gotta admit that's a good point though.
Okay, but have you bought carne asada recently?
Hell yeah! What the fuck? I bought carne ranchera. I bought fucking diez mil.
How much is it a pound?
a pound? Okay, if you're in the middle of summer, I've seen carne ranchera go up to like 15 a pound.
That's cheap.
If you're in some what?
This is, but hold on.
The carniceria that we go to by my house, the fucking arrachera is $18.50
Oh,
a fucking
dude,
pound.
you're paying gentrified
No,
fucking
I don't
prices.
buy that one. I buy the other one. I
To-
buy the
to-
because
to-
it's cheaper.
And I get, honestly, I get their price. I get it because of the cost of what Amber is getting to it's the cost of meat that's going on right now. It's not even the cost of meat, but it's also the cost of whatever is on their menu. Food costs right now
It's pretty bad.
it's
Yeah.
bad. It's really bad. And if you're not hiking up your prices,
Exactly, yeah.
then your food costs gonna be shit.
Well, I'm
But
gonna tell you this. Most people in the neighborhood, like the people who go to shop at Uno Market and shit like that, like bro, like when you see the price of a taco here,
Yeah.
be like, go buy a fucking vete a comprar una pinche libra de carne, unas tortillas. You know what I mean? Like, bro,
Yeah.
like,
Make your own.
you're not gonna do that shit, bro.
But-
This is for fucking people who can't cook for themselves, or they don't understand the price gauge that is enabled, within each neighborhood.
Okay,
you know
here's
what I
my
mean? Like, they don't
rebuttal.
know. What's up?
Here's my rebuttal. Is the only reason I'm telling you is because we own, like, my family owns business, right? And we're like in the coffee business, and we sell churros and stuff like that.
Oh, I love coffee.
And yeah, we do have to be a little competitive in our pricing with other businesses around, right? In order for us to survive. But here's our other thing. We know that our market and that our buyer it's a novelty, right? So Via's Tacos, you're not going to be eating every single day or 3 times a week. It's going to be, you're going to go maybe once a month, every 2 weeks if you really like it. So it's a novelty, right? So you're paying a price for the experience, for the... I get what you're saying. I 100% get.
But that's the kind of shit, look, real quick. That's the kind of shit that white people do. They go out to eat for experiences versus Mexicanos and like Latinos and whatever.
And that's why we have diabetes and we're all fat, because we eat to overindulge.
No, but that's the thing though. Like we don't go out every day to eat just to have fun.
Yeah.
Whatever meal we're looking for is to save money. And guess what? Haces un guiso en la casa. You make a stewed meat at home. That's saving you money.
Yeah.
And you could eat for like 2-3 days at the
I
pad.
agree.
So Via's
You know?
Tacos is their market is not people that are saving their money. Their
They're
market.
for the white people, the white hipsters.
Sure.
And I'm like I said, I don't hate on Via's Tacos. Like I said, their product is good. No, it's good. It's good. It's a good product, but I'll tell you this, it's not the best ever tacos I've ever had in my life. Because you know you've had better tacos. You know you've had better tacos.
I haven't had it yet.
No, but even if you have it, dude, trust me. Trust me. There's
Okay.
somewhere that you're gonna have better tacos. But I'm telling you this.
You're actually selling me on going.
Look, no,
there.
go ahead. Yes. And I'm telling you, I'll tell everybody. I'll be like, go to Via's Tacos. They're good. But they're doing what they need to do to survive in a neighborhood that's outselling natural competition. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Right.
So
Like-
so let me ask you this. Do you go to King Taco for the taste, or do you go to King Taco because it's economical?
I go for both because I honestly think, like, for me, growing up, I've always loved King Taco. I think their meat is good. And at the same time, imagine, even sometimes I'm like, bro, King Taco's expensive.
King Taco's price?
Sometimes King Taco's expensive for me. But even then, I'm like, bro, you know what? It's cheaper than going to Via's Tacos. And at the end of the day, but it's not talking shit to Via's Tacos.
No, I get it. I get
You know
what
I mean?
you're saying.
Like I'm
Absolutely.
saying, like Via's Tacos is doing their thing. They're capitalizing on the market that they're around. And guess what market they're around in Highland Park? They're around more white people.
Yeah.
And guess what? You guys are doing a good job. And that's why I say I got to tip my hat off to Via's Tacos because they're doing a good job making, the most of their environment, If they truly had to sell to only fucking Hispanic people, they wouldn't survive. They wouldn't
Not with those
survive.
prices, no.
Not at those prices. So they're making the best to survive at prices that white people would fucking pay for.
So would you rather see a white person selling tacos to white people, or are you okay with seeing raza sell tacos to white people?
Honestly, bro, I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. If a güero is selling tacos for $1, Hispanics are gonna show up. They'll be like, ese pinche güero sabe cómo cocinar y por un pinche $1, güey. They're gonna love it. Everyone's gonna fucking love it because he's being fucking cost effective to the people. You know what I mean?
Carne de perro for $1.
It doesn't fucking matter. It doesn't matter. You know what I mean? It doesn't fucking
I'm
matter.
sorry, I don't know. I need quality over quantity.
Hey, once you try those güeros tacos, imagine you already did with fucking.
No, if I see a fucking white person
Oh my god.
making tacos,
They're
it's
Europeans.
over.
There's no white people. They're Europeans, Amber. Remember?
On the census, it said white, not
You're like
European.
knock taco. But like I said, no shit talk to Via's Tacos. They're doing what they can with the neighborhood. And I respect that. I respect that 100%. Like, I'm not talking shit. I'm just saying, white people, they don't know any better. You know it. You know it's true. And if you can be the one to market on it, guess what? You did a good job. You know what I mean? What the fuck's the problem with that? What's the problem with that? It's like you being like, it's like, hey, it's like this motherfucker right here being
so
like,
what's your beef with Via's Tacos then?
Okay,
I don't have no beef. I don't have no beef. But it's like this motherfucker being like, I had beef with this podcast, but my podcast is getting good because of white people. Like, Dick, you're gonna ring
even
into
if it is, you scared him away now. I'm sorry.
Our ratings are gonna go down with all the white people.
Put your feet on the table. Put your feet on the table and sprinkle some rice and beans.
We'll get all the Latinos back.
Oh my God, that's terrible. But you have no
sorry,
beef.
but now I want to go to Villa's Tacos because I gotta see this for
Go
myself.
eat Villa's Tacos. I'm not telling nobody not to. Go eat fucking Villa's Tacos. Like,
Hey, you
Shout out,
gotta
like,
go to
they're
the
still
place
lit.
where we go on Atlantic in Compton.
imagine you're saying go to Atlantic. You're not saying go to Villa's. You're saying go to Atlantic.
Go to Atlantic.
East LA. You're telling me to go to East LA.
No, I'm telling you to go to Compton.
There's Compton.
Compton. Imagine you're telling me to go to fucking the furthest away from them. That's what I'm trying to say. Like, go try them. I'll go try your spot.
Yeah.
But that says everything. You know what I mean? Like, you're saying, like, hey, the more you're in the hood,
Yeah.
the better the fucking.
Is this guy the Villa's?
Yeah, he's Mexican.
He's Mexican?
Yeah.
Yeah. From where? Do we know what
Well, he grew
type
up-
of Mexican he is?
What do you mean? What type of Mexican?
What type? What do you know exactly what I'm talking about?
Look at Tacos 1986.
Mhm.
Look at him. What the fuck does he do?
1986. Look it up.
Look at that motherfucker's profile. Look at it, that shit. Look at whatever the fuck you got to do, but that motherfucker be what does he charge for a taco?
I don't even know which
Like
kind.
$5.
He's like, I don't know what
You
you're
never
talking
seen
about.
that shit?
He's burning all the bridges with all my taco people here.
Hey, no.
I'm like, I know all these people.
And then tomorrow
He's
they're
scaring
like,
all my
Yeah, I'm
European
like,
listeners.
they're like, tomorrow Chewy's dead.
No, it's
He
because
died.
we're in the food industry, so we know all the like Highland Park and East LA people and all that. So I'm like,
Let them
Like,
come for
there's
you.
this guy in Montebello. I think he charges a lot, but they're pretty good. Los Taquero Mucho. And he has I think he's part Guatemalan, so he has what cochinita pibil.
Oh,
tacos.
nice.
There we go.
And,
Thank you so much.
But yeah, really good in Montebello.
Cheers.
nice.
Cheers, homeboy.
I think there's a taco for everyone.
Oh yeah.
No,
Yeah.
there
Honestly,
is. There is, but there's also a fucking price count.
Price count?
I don't know what the fuck that means. Here, I just wanted you to have me watch. Get the middle. Is there a middle camera?
No, there's
No.
no middle. You are the middle
you're
camera.
the middle camera.
Yeah.
They're gonna be
trying
like,
to have us put other
Chewy's
cameras.
weekly benefit. Who should we shut down?
There we go. Jesus. Is he always like this, George?
No, when he drinks, yeah. No, listen, and then it'll go on for like 2 hours.
He's a angry taco connoisseur when he drinks.
No, it could be any topic.
What the fuck you mean they were number 1 pencils, not number 2?
He's like lead over. Mine were lead pencils.
Oh my
What I'm
God.
saying, like you guys loved it because we went off topic and you guys fucking were like, let's go.
That's how we
This
do.
fuck-
We,
fucking go.
we like doing that.
Yeah.
We like having our serious conversations and getting to know people, which is the most important part. But we also really like just talking to people off of any topic.
Talking to people about any topic, talking about their creativity, their experiences, but most of all, just having most of all, having a good conversation, learning stuff along the way.
You gotta admit, we were pretty hard tonight.
Yeah. It was very fun. It was
Like
very
I said,
fun.
like if you wanna go back into the psychobilly stuff, we can go back in. But I feel like Zombilly's really covered a lot of stuff, huh?
Yeah, they did. I
They
mean,
did.
but it depends on their style and stuff. I could say our bands are pretty unique. Even like his own project, and our bass player Gordo, he has his own project too. So yeah, we're just really into music.
How do you stand out from other psychobilly bands, right? Like how do you, obviously it's the same kind of I don't want to say it's the same type of music, right? But it's the same type of genre. But obviously,
there's also
every band has its own.
There's subgenres within psychobilly too. We gotta remember that.
They talked about it.
What I did, unfortunately, with Random Bunch, I made it so complex as of a band and the way it sounds. I mean, it does sound pretty straightforward and nothing too crazy, but the topics, our look is just so different that people can't understand it. I even recently put what do you call it? A poll. I was like, do you guys like complex art or do you guys like simple art? And just it was all simple. So I was like, man, I did it wrong. Like,
I thought it was gonna be like, oh man, I'm on the right course for it.
On these 10 years,
okay.
I just made it. I made the music and the whole concept of a random bunch so complex that people had a hard time understanding.
But at the same time, like, I think people liked it for that reason exactly. Like, why do you think our conversation right now it can be so fluid,
diverse? Oh yeah,
diverse, fluid,
changing.
like. Because it's like, bro, you could talk to us about anything.
Mm-hmm.
You can be like, oh, what time is it? And then we'll go into a fucking rant about like, what is time? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like some stupid ass shit. But that's because like we enjoy being open to anything. You know what I mean? Like that's why I told him, he's like, oh, you want to go on to this podcast? I was like, hey, like I've never been on a podcast. But I feel like honestly, if we're on a podcast, it would be funny. Because we have like ADHD. We could be like, hey, like
clearly,
buddy.
Squirrel.
like you already saw what the fuck did we come on here for the first fucking bit? The rice and beans and shit. Like what the fuck is that? Like, you know what I mean? Like, so that's what I'm trying to tell him. Like, bro, like that's just who we are. Like, you know what I mean? Like the music.
You're a random bunch.
Yeah, a random bunch.
Yeah.
You know, so that's why it makes sense. Like
I could say if we like all did the same thing. Not that I know all bands that do the same thing, but totally different careers and even though we grew up in the same we went to school together, it's just nuts. And I could say it's all over the place, but at the same time it's tight, whereas in like Radar Men we're like pretty direct, and we have like it's very simple. Like the songs are simple, but it's easier playing. Like we really try to throw
it's a specific topic.
Yeah.
Right. You know.
Oh yeah, Random Bunch is just whatever. Radar Man is like more.
Yeah, like dude, like he's got songs like if you ask him FAS, what's FAS about?
Fetal alcohol syndrome.
Jesus.
What is that about?
Well, I'm not gonna repeat it, but
Yeah.
You know, there's
no, I've
Heard about it.
heard you guys' music. I mean, the music's great. It's,
Thank you.
the thing is like, you're absolutely right about the whole. Because when I first seen you guys is on the feed, or it says like, oh, you know how it shows like, oh, people you should follow, or you know, stuff like that. I really didn't know exactly what it was until I was like, oh, this is a band.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And I heard the music. I was like, the music is great. It is great. Good psychobilly.
Mm-hmm.
At the same time, it's psychobilly that's not like drinking, fucking this and that, blah blah. Like no, he was talking about like he had a song where he was like one of the songs, fucking Baby Eater. He
I like
wrote
that one.
He wrote that whole song about the fucking creature from fucking what was the movie?
Pan's Labyrinth.
Pan's Labyrinth.
The guy with the eyeballs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, and I could say like even for both bands, a lot of film influence. Instead of like the not that psychobilly has like a generic topics, but like no vampires or like werewolves or
Hearst and
Hearst or
cemeteries.
See My Baby and a Cadillac or something. Yeah, it's we want to write about anything.
So I guess that
more human
right
aspects.
So I guess that is what makes you guys stand out, because it's not necessarily the same topics. It's not. I mean, the music sounds great, but as far as like the topics and even the branding is like the whole pizza stuff that you have, like that's cool. Mm-hmm. It's refreshing to see that type of art too.
Mm-hmm.
Like the you actually put some thought into like your shirt.
Oh,
like there's thought into that. There's art, like there's art that's in there.
Do you want to know a little bit about like what?
Sure.
This is by Via's Tacos.
No, fuck that. No, but, okay, look, I can tell you this.
Speaking to the mic, you could pull it with you
right here. I'll tell you some of it, and George can. You stop me whenever I don't know, but I for sure for me I was raised in Eagle Rock. He was in Eagle Rock for like all of his life too. So this Eagle Rock, like the fucking structure in the area, Casa Bianca, right there. One of the best pizza places you'll ever fucking go in Eagle Rock. And then fucking tell him the rest. Because he was more in Highland Park than I was, so.
Yeah, just Valerios, another, or Foladios, whichever. Another pizza spot. And yeah, well, I guess us being foodies, we just threw it in our music. Our neighborhood, and yeah, I mean, not that you hear too many bands sing about their neighborhood, but yeah, we just threw that in there. Why not, you know? Just give someone a different feel on music. And yeah, instead of the basic, generic psychobilly topics.
But that's what makes you stand out, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But I mean, I at the same time, I've realized as I got older, like simple sales, and to a certain extent. So wait, and the aspect too, like more known topics. So I've noticed that.
I've been trying to tell him though. Fuck that. No, it's been true. I've been trying to tell him fuck that because he's like, what sells more in psychobilly? And guess what? It's like a distortion pedal, like. And I told him, like, Dick, like, let's just do what the fuck we do. Write songs that are different, you know what I mean? But I get it too. Like,
You got to have your one or two radio songs. Let's just call them radio songs, right? Mm-hmm. Because there's maybe something clean, catchy that can gain some popularity. Those can.
But at the same time, doesn't that fuck you up to think that, like, hey, I'm gonna fucking settle for some dumb.
But hold on, here's the thing. That's kind of how the industry is. Whether it's psychobilly, rock and roll, rap, whatever genre you're in, we just have to look at the reality of that's.
But why not create your own?
How
thing?
it is exactly.
That's what's the hardest thing. Like,
yeah,
at the end
that's
of the day,
why
we
it's
can do
the
whatever, you know?
Yeah. I think that's what the consensus was when we were talking about the Zombillies. Do you want it? Do you want the scene to grow, or do you want to just be super underground? Right?
Yeah.
Like there's this. Like, where do you want to be exactly?
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Yeah. So
that's the toughest thing.
Yeah. Now, as time goes on, I'm thinking, make something different but more relatable and something catchy. Not all our new songs in the works. Yeah. But a few, of course.
But even like think about it. Like, look at what was the first Necromantics CD. Like, what was their first album? The red one. I can't remember what it is. Hellbound. How fucking badass.
Yeah, that was pretty badass.
Was it?
Mm-hmm.
Like, how badass.
Have you heard it, Chuy?
Was it?
I've heard it, but at the same time, that was the first one of its kind. It
right.
wasn't like everybody knew that that's what the sound of psychobilly was going to be like.
Right.
And then let's copy it and paste and repeat and blah, blah. So what I'm trying to tell him, like, Dick, like, I understand that. And imagine, that's why I thought it was funny. Shout out to some Zombillies, because I saw them say the same shit. Like, you know, this shit is what makes it so repetitive and makes people not want to get into it. And I agree with that too. And I feel like there's aspects that we can throw into it that are different.
Of course.
I mean? Like, imagine your setup isn't the same as it was when you start.
Absolutely. So that was my initial first, when I brought up the Hellbound. They started so great, but then as time progressed, they just made music popular and popular. Each album that they do, they tried something different to gain their traction and popularity. And by the time the album with Horny in a Hearse came out, like, it was probably not one of not their most popular. And then after that, I honestly, like, being totally honest, after that album, I liked maybe one song, and that was it. And then after that, I just stopped listening to them. Same thing with Tiger Army, and this is a bait too. Like, after their first 3 albums, people they tuned out, or when and also there's the talk about when they went on K-Rock. people stopped listening because they were too mainstream.
Yeah.
So I mean, it just I don't know. It's just
it's a shitty in between because people want to be like, I respect that, and people want to be like, fuck that. That's a sellout move.
Right.
It's so fucked up, and that's what I've been telling everybody. That's what I told fucking George. I told everybody, I'm like, bro, like, that's so fucked up that like, you want something to stay so much the same, but at the
Talking to
same
the
time,
mic, bud.
you want things to stay the same,
Mhm.
but at the same time, you're not willing to accept the growth that could happen within your scene. You know what I mean? Like, let the growth happen. Wherever the fuck it comes from new blood or from old blood, wherever the fuck it comes from, accept people who appreciate the scene to expand and flower and this and that. You know what I mean? Like, let them do that.
Bro, and then if a homie makes it on K-Rock,
why not?
Fuck it, why not?
Fuck it. Right? That's it.
It can be a stepping stone for other artists.
Yeah.
Exactly. And that's what all music's like, bro. Like, we're gonna have like, oh man, like there's some sellout shit, but how many brands or genres didn't go through a sellout phase? You know what I mean? Like, bro, like if you want that fucking scene that you like to advance, like, bro, like be happy for them to do something extra. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Why not? You know, why are you going to hate on the youth?
Yeah.
You were just at the same place how many years ago? Fucking let them do their thing, bro. Like, you don't have to gatekeep. Like, bro, like, you're not there anymore, bro. We're old. We're old, bro. Like, don't gatekeep nobody. Let them fucking do the thing. Let them figure out how the fuck they're going to do it. Whether it's through physical, metaphysical, like, you know what I mean? Like, our time is dying out. Like, bro, like, we shouldn't be the ones to tell them what is the mechanism to, you know, figure these things out. You know what I mean? Like, they're going to be the ones to tell us. They're going to be like, hey, dad, like, this is how I communicate with my homies. This is how I fucking tell them, like, what bands I like. And I get it. Like, it hurts because we don't want to be old. You know what I mean? We don't want to be the old guy to be like, what the fuck is TikTok? What's this?
Yeah, but that happens. I think just as things progress, like there's moments where batons are passed to the next generation.
Exactly.
I witnessed it at Chain Reaction when I believe it was is that his name? Tony from the Rockets?
Mm-hmm.
Or was it I can't remember if it was Tony or Elvis was making some comments on stage about Radarman, about how great you guys were playing and how he wanted to take you guys on the tour. To me, that sounded like a baton being passed right in front of me, like within the scene. Like, these guys rocked out for the past 20 years. And of course, you guys have been playing for a very long time as well, but that's just a moment that you get to see, hey, this was third generation psychobilly and we're passing it on to the next, right?
Yeah, definitely. Not that I seek out, but I always keep an eye on who's starting the band, stuff like that. And I support it. I think I get piggy, or I have comments when they don't play as not as professionally, but they don't put no like ganas in their music, like they're not practicing enough. You could tell that they're a little sloppy. I was like, hey, I don't know about you guys, but when I knew I was gonna go in the band, I was like, I can't be messing up. Yeah, here and there, but I mean, little notes.
Of course, you got to take it seriously, right?
Yeah, but no sloppy sets. Making sure there's gonna be technological issues, but making sure all our equipments work, the amps work, and then you just play your best. You don't play sloppy. You don't mess around. And so I expect that from the next generation of psychobilly artists. And they're gonna learn in time. Like for me, like I didn't use pedals right away. I started as I got older, and then I established my my equipment, my setup, and bands will do that too as they progress.
Learn what you gotta do, love what you do, There's no problem with that. You know what I mean? Appreciate everything. You know what I mean? Like, that's what you did, right? Same shit. Like, everyone's gonna learn what the fuck they have to learn, and at the end of the day, there's no problem with that. Like, you know?
Yeah, and I would say start early too, because I think if I started as an older adult or maybe mid-20s, it wouldn't have, because just life happens. You know, you're gonna have to work. You're gonna have to, work and go to school, stuff like that. You're good?
Yeah.
Okay.
Don't worry. I was watching him.
I'm looking at you and I'm thinking the same thing. I'm
What?
like, is he okay?
Wait, what was I doing?
I literally took a picture of you. You like spaced out.
I was.
Well, it's because that's
No,
some
I
real
think you're
shit.
in
That's some real shit.
conversation.
I'm
That's
just
the realest shit.
dude. That was deep.
But yeah,
Are you good?
no, I'm good. I'm good.
I was worried about your guy over here. Are you good, Chuy?
I'm good.
Yeah.
No
I
more
just
drinks.
thought
No
you
more
guys
drinks
were
for
like-
nobody.
I thought you guys were
drinks.
connecting 100%.
We are. We're connected on another level. Chuy, George.
Huh?
Thanks for coming out and doing the podcast.
No problem.
Appreciate it. There we go. Tell us where we can find you and what you guys got coming up. You guys have a show in like 2 weeks, next week?
Check us out on.
Go ahead.
Check us out on Salem's Market in the Ontario Convention Center. We'll be playing with other cool bands, Johnny Dahmer, the Syndicates, new band, the Hammerheads, another show with Diabolic Events, and a show at the Doll Hut this month in October.
What about me? Look at me. Oh shit, there I am. I play in another band called Surname_Band. I would love for you, what's you right here, the fucking people right here, to listen to that band, and anybody else, bro. Like, please just listen to our music. I love you guys like anybody. I love everybody. I love peace in this world. So thank you so much. Thank you so much.
I love
if you
VS
even look
Tacos.
at it. Oh, VS Tacos is another subject. We can talk about it later. Thank you so much. But Surname Band, there you go.
Perfect.
And then George, you have another band that you play in.
Yes, check out Radarman. We're also playing at the Salem's Market, and we have a show. Just check us out on our page.
There you go.
We get so many shows.
All right.
All the links to A Random Bunch, Surname, and Radar Men will be down in the show description. Go check them out. Go follow them. Go support independent music. I love how they're just psychobilly's being playing in the past. It's I don't know. I'm excited. I'm excited for it.
Have us come up for like, we could talk about pyramids or whatever the fuck. Like,
Yeah, dude.
we
This
could
was
do
fun.
anything, bro. Like, honestly, bro, like this was some really fun shit. We could talk about fucking Epstein Island, whatever the fuck you want,
There we
bro.
go.
Like any cool ass,
There
like
we go.
crazy ass shit.
I would like to have Julian and John come on and
Definitely.
be careful with that.
The Mind Buzz.
Boom! Be careful with that. Don't fall.
Bye.